get there mid-morning tomorrow in game. And we are about to start guard shifts. So Hoff and Puko took the first shift, and they did pretty well on their roles. Do you guys have any roleplay you want to do?
Sure, why not? Yeah, I got 7.
Take your time.
Sorry. Okay. Can I walk over to Hoff and just like say hey?
You walk over to Hoff.
Okay, sweet. Hey, Hoff.
What's up, mate?
Question.
Go ahead.
How the fuck did you do that with the dog?
Dude, what?
That. Military, like... I don't... Dude, I'm just speechless.
Just got into the groove.
Emperor's
Really hard to explain.
Oh. Well, I mean, like... To be honest with you, that's pretty scary how fucking high of a bond you have with that wolf, dude. Considering it ripped... It pretty much, like, KO'd another wolf the last time.
Oh, yeah.
That's a fair point.
Jesus. Is that a bug?
What was that?
What the hell?
Oh.
Okay.
Honestly, when I heard that, I thought it was a bug zapper that was working overtime.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Good talk. I walk back to my shift, and that's all.
Drias?
Yes.
Yeah, any roleplay you want to do?
I'm like, just happened. Other than that, I'm not in too big of a chatty mood. Trying to pay attention to my surroundings.
Okay. The rest of your shift goes by relatively uneventful.
Yeah.
You see a little bit of a movement in one of the bushes, but it, even thanks to your perception check, you realize that it's too small to be a threat.
Okay.
Sorry, I was muted. Basically,
Mm-hmm.
I've been having a lot of chest pains, and that's why I was late.
Your character would have woken up by now, Qualia. It's been over 24 hours.
I know.
What shift was she taking?
She didn't volunteer for one yet.
Oh.
But yeah, shift B. Who wants to take shift B?
Oh, we didn't just do it immediately?
I'll be taking the last one.
I can do the second one then.
Make your perception check.
What?
Can I
Perception.
That was not English.
Can I try to make a roll to like see if I can just aid Coria, and she's just waking up?
No.
Okay.
You're
Cool,
falling asleep at this moment.
Dang. Okay.
Yeah, no, you don't notice a thing.
Wow,
And so it gives you
stars
quite
are
the
very
scare
close to
when you suddenly look down and see a bunny sniffing your boot.
Huh?
Did bunny follow us?
What? When did you get here, little one? Do you
Your sudden scare also scares the rabbit and it starts to bolt.
No, come back. I was scared.
The
Wait,
rest of
it bit her?
No, it was sniffing her. He was curious, but then curious in reaction to being when the bunny touched her with its nose during the sniffing, kind of scared the rabbit away.
Thank you,
Oh, boy.
sweet rabbit.
And final shift.
That'll be me. Perception.
Let's see what you can see.
That's so stupid. I can't see anything. I got a nat 1.
Oh,
I mean, he can't see. He
so
he only can hear.
I'm about to
and
get killed in my sleep, ain't I?
feel.
Imagine
Excuse me
him-
for one moment. I've got to do some shit.
I'm completely imagining him just playing
That's
something,
right.
and it accidentally gets in his eyes, and then he just starts screaming, and it's just like, ah, my eyes.
This is horrible.
Ow, ow,
By the way, Kararia,
yeah.
new PC? Question mark.
I'm on my actual PC. It is working once more, and
Yay! So
I love
we
it.
won't have a minute of like wait.
Yeah, it's not an entire goddamn minute of me rolling.
Well, congratulations!
Yeah.
Yay!
It's taking long. I'm scared.
He's taking his time.
Sorry, I have to do just a tiny bit of research.
In the meantime, BRB.
It would be funnier if he was just rolling dice and just taking as long as he could. Just as
No, I'm actually doing shit. I promise. I've got too many tabs open. Actually, I
Legit.
need to do that. Two T4.
two D4s.
4.
Hmm.
I would like Danny
gosh.
to make a Constitution saving throw, please. You've taken 4 piercing damage.
I'm back, but I'll be AFK for quite some time, so I don't know when I will be back.
Oh,
Give BRB. I don't know when I will be back.
okay. I'll make the rolls for you then.
Thank you. Sorry.
You didn't hear what I said, did you?
I'm sorry.
It's alright. You know what? Just to make things simplistically easier, because that, Hoff, make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy.
I am so sorry.
12.
I believe that's the
You
combination.
you
of-
saved. You don't take any poison damage.
Oof.
Oh great, I got bit by a
No.
snake.
Yep. You wake up and there's a snake that's bitten you on the thigh.
This is making me.
There's a
Crackers!
snake in my boot.
What do you do,
Ow.
Hoff?
What do I notice
Strangle me.
on just like when I look at the snake, what can I see?
You can see that it's got some bright colors, red and black. And it's currently latched onto your thigh.
Great.
Also, where's my things? So, Squeak, you heard the yelp from Hoff when he took that damage.
I
I immediately
grab
jump
the
and run over.
snake's neck.
Hold
like-
on, one at a time. Squeak first, please.
Okay.
I immediately jump on my feet and run. Will try to run over to Hoff.
Okay.
While he's doing that, I'd want my Hoff to grab the snake at the base of its head and neck, base of its neck, whatever, with my thumb pressing in there, trying to get it firmly in my grasp.
Okay. You get a choice. You can either make a athletics check or an animal handling check.
I'm doing an animal handling check right there. And I miss.
Oh,
You
gosh.
you try to grab this fucker, but even with him being latched onto your thigh, he's slippery as hell.
Crackers.
Are we? We're not in. I cannot attack it right now, right?
And the snake detaches from Hoff. I would like Hoff and Squeak to roll initiative, please.
Oh, yep, we are going to. Okay.
Yeah, just very briefly, just to help keep
Uh,
organization here. We're just
yeah.
gonna roll.
19.
13.
Okay. So, who goes next?
So wait, so Squeak, what would you roll?
13.
13.
I'm trying
Yep.
to close the door without hurting.
Hoff, what'd you roll?
19. Well, I rolled 17, but the total is 19.
Okay, so Hoff, you go first. There, now my internet updates.
Yeah.
Yeah,
same
same
here.
happened to me.
All right, so yeah, the snake actually goes last. Oof.
I try grabbing it again.
All right, same choices.
Animal handling. Well, at least this time it's, I think, double digit? Nope.
Nope.
Better than last time, though.
You
7.
got closer, but it just keeps getting just barely out of your reach, and you're starting to get a little frustrated.
Yeah. Okay.
Understandable.
Squeak, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna try and grab it as well, actually.
Okay.
So it'll be animal handling. Come on, please. Oh, I got 16.
Damn. You managed to perfectly grab it at the back of the head to the point where you can completely control the snake.
I don't know what
Initiative's
to do
over,
with
by the
it.
way.
Oh, perfect.
That was
Okay,
quick.
me seeing Squeak with the snake in hand, I'm like, don't lose your grip on it. Does anyone know anything about poisons?
You two are the
Like
only ones
venoms?
awake.
Huh?
You two are the only ones awake right now.
Well, I'm asking him, do you know anything about venoms, poisons, anything like that?
I just say no.
Right.
This is so bad because I had the fucking choice of poisoners tools, and then I say no. Let's go with navigators, and our
Wait.
DM says let's go with poison snake.
Is that on purpose? Jesus.
Crackers.
Okay. For the
Yeah.
record, this whole snake shit is impromptu.
Okay.
Sure.
Driaz can attest to this because I've talked to him. I've been improving this entire time. I've got bullshit on plans.
Well, it is on the record.
Okay.
Get it? Because it's recorded.
Okay. I'm trying to. Okay, so, I'm trying to remember, like, see if I can recognize. I'm trying to remember what to do for when
Medicine
someone
check,
gets a
please.
snake bite. What do I roll for that?
Medicine check or history.
I have a potion of poison resistant actually, but I think that's not gonna do anything right now, right? Because he already got attacked.
Well, from your perspective, Squeak, you don't know if he's been poisoned or not.
Well,
True.
I'm trying to. Okay, I'm trying to remember. Okay, so, I'm trying to remember what to do for when someone gets a snake bite. What do I roll for that? Well, I did ask him that. So,
If I knew anything about it, yeah, but I don't know if you're meaning like if I know if the snake is poisonous or not.
All right.
well, I'm doing a medicine check real quick. Well,
That'll do.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Examining the bite wound and the snake, you realize that the snake is in fact poisonous, but it had not injected its venom into you, or if it had, the venom did not take.
oh,
Huh.
nice.
good. Does someone have like a jar or something that we can throw the snake into real quick?
Again,
Oh,
you and Squeak are the only ones awake here.
I look at.
okay.
Well, does Squeak say yes or no if he knows?
Yeah, wait a second. I'm trying to see if I have anything on me actually.
You didn't buy one, so you don't.
No, but he said jar or anything, so I'm checking if I have anything I can actually fucking slam it in.
Nope.
I mean, I have a backpack. Can't you just throw it inside the
Do one of
backpack?
the... Wait, here's a question. Did we keep one of the dead bandits' boots?
Oh,
No. You didn't specify that?
Fair enough. I go over to the bandit that was like really tired, you know, the one that
Has 2 exhaustion points.
yeah. How big is his boot?
Size 11.
Is like an actual boot or is it more like a tennis shoe?
It's a boot.
Big enough to hold that snake?
Yes, but you're not sure if you can tie it off enough that the snake can't escape or not.
I have rope
Well,
and I have string. We can try to, try for now.
So are you just gonna forcibly take the boot off, or are you gonna try to stealthily take it off of him? Because your intended victim here is asleep.
true. And I'm not willing to. Did I recognize if the snake was like a rare breed or is it just common?
You didn't ask.
I'm trying to remember if it's a common breed of snake or if it's not common.
I'm gonna rule that you didn't roll high enough to remember that.
You can
You're
also
not
say
sure.
that I wouldn't know.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, just say I wouldn't reasonably know.
Yeah.
I look at Squeaks and ask him if he recognizes the breed of snake.
Do I have to roll for anything?
You can roll. Make a history check for me.
Oh shoot! I have 0 on that. Okay, let's try.
Okay,
Nope,
better
that is
than
on that
Nick.
one. I just nope.
Oh,
I know.
Wait,
shit.
aren't you the one holding the snake?
This is a
Yep,
history
and I
check.
know nothing.
Crackers.
I am holding a snake that I know nothing about. That is perfection right there.
Excuse me 1 second while I make a roll real quick.
Wait, this is just history. What are you doing?
Mother. Okay, so, from your perspective, you ask the question, and you just watch as Squeak takes his
Oh,
hand
gosh.
and starts scratching the top of his head, and that's when you realize he dropped the snake to do that.
Ooh.
What are you gonna do, Hoff?
Do I notice in time to see the snake before it does something stupid?
Yes.
Oh my god. Hello, I'm back.
Hello,
Welcome
welcome back. We're in the
Okay,
middle
I
of
take one of my
shenanigans.
daggers and I'm chucking it at the snake trying to kill it.
What did I
Okay.
miss? Did I miss
Make
my-
a
oh,
make a just roll your DC for a hit on a dagger.
Does a 19 hit?
Holy. It's got an AC 13. Yeah, that hits. And it's got a... You didn't need the bug to roll in damage. Yeah, it's got 1 health point. You rolled damage of 3. It's dead. You chopped its head
You
clean
never
off.
know.
I curse under my breath and whackers. Well, good thing its head is undamaged. Okay, I ask, like, do you have some kind of like antioxidant or something? Because I don't really want to find out what this thing's gonna do to me if I leave it be.
I just say yes, and I take out my potion of poison resistance. Because I'm guessing that does something.
Like, does it say that it's poison resistance?
Danky,
How do I save?
refresh your character sheet page, by the way. You forgot to reset your spell slots. I did it for you.
Oh,
Who?
sorry.
I mean,
But yeah,
should I even answer that? I know that it is, because I got told it is, but I myself, I don't know.
what's going on, my Phantom? Sorry, I didn't catch that.
I'm giving out the potion of poison resistance that I have. And he just asked if if it says if it is poison resistance or not.
Huh?
Well, I don't know if you have it or not.
I do. Can
You
take
guys
his-
lost me.
He asked if I had anything for the bite, and I said yes, and took out a portion of poison resistance, which I got like ages ago
Mm.
after looting some bandits, I think.
Ah.
Hmm.
So you're giving that to Hoff?
Yep.
All right. Deduct it from your inventory. Hoff, you can put it in yours or use it.
I'm just gonna use it.
You're going to use it?
Yeah, because my character wouldn't know that he successfully resisted the poison, right?
He does.
Oh, I do?
Your medicine check did that.
Oh, did he resist the poison or the
did.
poison?
Oh,
or-
okay, well,
He
well
did.
then just keep your potion of poison resistance.
Okay. I just not to that.
Okay. I want to try preserving the snake's head and part of its like the scales on it, because I want to be able to ask when I get to the town what kind of snake it was.
Okay.
Do I need to do any kind of special checks in order to
Nope.
preserve the head?
Nope.
Okay. I'm just going to throw that into my inventory.
Okay. You have a snake's body. It is red with black stripes. And right about this point, the rest of you start waking up.
Oh, good morning.
Yeah. As you wake up, you notice Drea is messing with the corpse of a snake.
What did you do this time?
You
Start
said it had red
laughing.
scales with black spots?
It's
Uh-huh.
red with black stripes.
Ooh.
Stripes. Okay. I look at the rest of them and was like, hey, do any of you recognize the breed of this snake? It just bit me.
What should we roll
Can
for
I see
that?
if I can?
Anybody
Yeah, I
Does
would like
anybody
to.
have any proficiency in medicine or animal handling? If so, make a roll.
I got medicine.
I have medicine, but +3.
If you have proficiency, go for it.
I got it. I don't think I'll. 13.
Damn.
Both think I got
identicals.
13. Yeah.
Oh, Okay.
Okay, so both you recognize it enough that you know it's poisonous, but you don't remember the exact breed.
Can I use history to see what kind of snake is that?
Sure, I'll allow it this time, but normally I will only allow one roll for a check like this.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Clicking. Wait. 18.
Oh.
Yup. You know the breed and rarity. And now I get to make up a random breed name.
Mhm.
You're welcome, Billy.
I mean, that streaks pattern is real. You said it was red and yellow?
Corrado, what did you say?
There's a certain saying of like, I think it goes like red on black.
Red
That's for Earth people.
I know, but I want to know. Well, ever since I heard that, my brain really has been trying to think that saying, but I can't think of the saying.
I want to. The only thing that feels like a red and black is it's not a snake, but it's a black widow spider. That's the only thing. Black.
Red touching black, safe for Jack. Red touching yellow, kill a fellow.
Red testing
Jesus.
yellow. Okay, there we go. Thank you.
Yep.
That's I found a red and black snake.
So you recognize the breed as a Edis snake. EDS.
E-D-E-D-S. Edis.
Yeah, they're relatively. Forget the E before the S.
EDEDS.
Yes.
This one. He
E-D-E-D.
did. He's
There,
an
it's in the
E
chat. You recognize that it's a relatively uncommon snake, but not so uncommon is that it's worth more than just a couple silver.
Oh. Do I wait? When I check the history of this snake, do I know what kind of poisonous he is? Like, is it like so deadly it had to be treated immediately, or?
It's a
just like-
poison that can put you out for a day or two, but it's not it's not deadly.
Also, I found. No, wait. I found a snake that is black and red. It's called the ring-necked snake. Here. That's putting it in the D&D chat.
Nice.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Yeah, it's, we found red-necked. Redneck. We found a redneck snake.
Now y'all don't go stepping on me.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
That's it.
Anyway. You want to pet
Roll.
the corpse of the snake?
No. Wait. No. Wait. I mean,
Do it.
like, yeah, sure. Let's do it. How do I?
There's also this one.
Oh my god,
There's
you're
also
actually
this
gonna do
one.
it.
It's called mud snake.
Can I just be like so tired I don't even realize it's dead because I'm still waking up?
Make a constitution check.
Billy, what do you suggest? The ring-necked
Second
snake
one.
or the stripe one. Okay, well, stripe it is. Let me just. So we
Except
have.
the colors would be reversed, where it's mainly red with with black stripes.
Ah, got it. Well. Oh, I found it.
Yeah, Pico, you fell back asleep.
Like this.
Oh, dang it.
You walk up, you pet the snake the corpse of the snake a little, and then you immediately just roll forward and pass out next to Hoff.
Then how about this? Is this a good picture
Perfect.
of this snake? Yes.
Can I whisper good horsey too while I pass out?
Okay. Driaz is the only one. Driaz Hoff is the only one who hears that, by the way.
What the hell is going on?
How does Hoff react to that?
You repeat that?
Okay, so you're finishing up dealing with this corpse of the snake when Puko kind of comes over, and you can see he's barely awake. He comes over, he pets the corpse of the snake, and then immediately just face plants forward and falls and is back asleep. And as he falls asleep, he says, "Good horsey."
I look at him. I look at the snake. I look at my thigh. And then I go to Squeaks, and I'm taking that poison resistance potion, and I'm downing it.
I changed it to be monos, and that way now it should.
I
not
am
just
not
be in one
screwing
zone.
with this.
This is
That
something
is
that Chrono
what it does by
Damn.
proximity.
Sorry about
Damn,
that.
I wish I recorded that.
Recorded what?
This whole interaction.
It's all being recorded. It always will be
Oh,
from
sweet.
now on.
Oh, bet.
It's going on my channel for this.
Yo, you gotta send me this.
What's up, YouTube?
And
Quick,
after
just
I'm done downing that
laughs.
potion, I'm checking him, making sure he doesn't have a bite.
Okay. Denki, is your character gonna resist at all?
Yeah, sure. Hold on, I'm eating. Give me a second. Let me take a time.
Okay.
Hold on,
When you're
please.
done eating, make an agility check, and that needs to be Driaz's either you make an agility yourself or just a medicine check.
Agility, like use it.
And
Right.
Denki, I'm gonna say that you get disadvantage because you just passed the fuck out.
Yeah. When you're saying an agility check, are you talking about using like a straight dex thing? Because if
What?
a straight dex, when you're saying agility, are you mean to just do a straight dexterity check?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
I roll with disadvantage, right?
Right.
If he manages
Disadvantage
not
because your character is passed the fuck out. So any resistance is gonna be half-hearted at best.
So if he can't beat an 8, he can't beat an 8.
No.
It takes you a considerable amount of effort over the course of about 5 minutes, and you realize he's not bitten. The rest of you just see this. Hoff is trying to check Puko out, and you just see him moving Puko's limbs around. Puko kind of rolling back and forth. You're not sure what the fuck
Wait
is
a
going on.
second. Wait, shouldn't we have given that potion to Duko? We could have fucking forced him to swallow
Actually,
it.
no. Retro. You see Hoff just take this potion out of Squeaks' hands, downs the whole thing, then goes over to Puko and just starts checking him.
Oh my god.
Give the potion
Yo.
to him.
Can I like mumble something while like being checked?
Hmm. What are you muttering? And you don't need to ask to talk for the most part.
Okay. 5 more minutes, Mom.
Make a performance check just to see how loud your voice was.
Oh,
You almost yelled that. Everyone heard it.
wait, what did he say again?
5 more minutes, Mom.
No. Where?
Mm.
Can I just kick him and say, "Wake the fuck up"?
Make a
Hmm?
make an unarmed strike.
An armed strike?
Look at the nat 20, please.
If he misses, I have a hilarious thing I'm about to do.
An armed strike? Okay, here. Oh, that was almost a 20.
Yeah, you missed.
Really?
He rolls over at just the right moment and your kick goes wide. What are you gonna do, huh?
When I hear him say that, I get a wicked gleam in my eye. And I say, "Sorry, dearest. You, it's wakey time." And I
Yo,
drop
what
the
the fuck?
snake's body on him.
You what?
And I drop the snake's body, not its head, on him.
Dinky, make a Constitution saving throw.
What?
Your character immediately wakes up from the sensation of having a snake body tossed on your cheek.
What the fuck? Get this shit off me, man!
That was beautiful.
Ew!
Jesus.
Laughing.
Your character's fully awake now.
Fuck!
Oh well, that was one way.
That voice crack wasn't intended, but keep it.
Oh, that's going on YouTube.
Oh
It's all
no!
going on YouTube. There's no guarantee anyone would watch it.
Okay. Does anybody else have any shenanigans in relation to this?
Thank you. Look at the D&D chat. Scroll a little bit up.
Just shake my head and walk back to the horse. I cannot believe what just happened.
Okay. So, as you guys pack up,
I grab the body of the snake.
Why?
Jirias, update your inventory, please. To
For what?
reflect you having the snake now.
I already have it in there.
Okay, cool.
I would like to
Yeah.
say, I have heard that apparently you can use the body of a snake to drink out of it.
No.
You can fill it
Alrighty.
up at the next watering place.
So, with the morning, you guys know you're about 4 hours travel away from the city. Are you guys going to use rations, or are you just going to keep going?
They don't eat a full ration. I think we can.
We could
Going
share
for a while.
rations. We could split rations between people just
Well,
to keep us tied
Actually, we
over.
don't stop.
Well, hey,
Since
if
it's
we eat
How
the
many
rest,
are we again?
Okay, so you guys you're going half ration?
We can split the.
Yeah.
Wait, no, we're 5, right? Yeah.
There's 10 of you total, including the prisoners, so if you split half,
Oh,
you'll be
that'd
5.
in total.
then yeah, we can just.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can split the rations.
So all the prisoners also get their own again? With
No,
the
they're not
split
get-
method?
Yeah.
No, because we're splitting. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
Everyone's
mean.
getting their own split. Everyone is splitting between.
Yeah.
So,
No, I was just asking if you guys were going back to the whole they have to share one ration
No.
again shit.
No,
Like,
no.
no,
I
like,
want them to actually get
No.
Two of
there
them will share a
intact.
ration. We're all
So-
getting half of a ration.
Okay, cool. Hammy, go ahead and deduct 5 rations.
So 15 left. Got it.
Holy.
I was gonna suggest to half, so if we can turn the 2 regular wolf bodies into ration, but yes. But
I think that they only skinned them.
And
Well-
fortunately, despite the reduced ration bit, thanks to the relatively calm night, the prisoner who had exhaustion points loses another exhaustion point. He only has 1 left.
Oh.
That's
Good.
No.
fine. We are turning
Oof.
them in today.
No, it's fine. Okay. Yeah, it would be good if we turn those wolf meat we have into actual rations.
yes, please.
But someone mentioned that we have to skin them first. Is there any role for that? I can
Gonna-
try.
I was gonna open up those packages, but then I realized
Wouldn't that be
I'll just
survival?
let it be.
Hold
What
on. What's going on?
Wait, what did he say?
Okay, so someone had mentioned about turning the our wolf meat that we had into rations, but that we have to skin them first.
No, you already skinned them.
Oh,
We skinned,
We
Yeah, we
only
can
took
turn them-
the skin, like the tear pelt.
wait.
no, they
Wait.
don't have dire meat.
Guys. We
Yeah.
skinned the dire wolf's his fur, and the two regular wolves we didn't skin them. We just took them. They have their
You
body.
need to
with their-
update your thing. You actually did skin all of them.
We skin. Oh god. Okay, give me 1 second. Nobody said that. So
It's all
skinned,
good. But
uh,
in bookkeeping, there's bound to be errors.
two
The meat?
so we turned two regular wolves into two wolf
Yeah.
meat and fur. Yes,
Yeah.
got it.
So you have
Me-
the equivalent of 2 wolves and a dire wolf of raw meat.
Can we just turn the regular wolves into rations since we have them have their meat already skinned and cut off?
Yeah.
What do you guys say to that?
Because
Yeah.
the dire wolf meat and his fur is probably
All
more
right,
expensive than a regular
GS.
one.
What's up?
They're gonna be cooking one of the wolves, so I would like you to roll a survival check.
Okay. Out of curiosity, if I was to channel a spell slot into my cooking, let's see here.
That would
Would-
be
I'd be able to infuse the spell with magic if I have it. It's essentially the idea in my head that I have going on is I was wanting to cook the meal, but channel my paladin's energy, magic, divine force, whatever, into the food.
You know what?
so you want to enchant it.
Sure, go ahead and use up a spell slot.
That would be
Okay.
pretty nice. Question:
Okay.
Shouldn't we be doing this without the wolf being around? You know, or
The
I
wolf
don't
doesn't
think you
care.
okay?
can.
It's
He's a
meat.
Okay.
If anything, the
so-
wolf's probably getting a little closer to Hoth than normal.
I better hope that's in a friendly pet way.
No, that's a doggy begging for food way.
Ah, that sounds
Aw.
good. Okay, and I'm going to be using the spell structure Sanctuary because I don't think whatever. That's what I'm going to use to cast.
Kinda?
All right, done. And is it still a survival one, or would it be more of an Arcana one?
That's a creature. kill one.
Well, first you need, no matter what, I want you to start out with rolling a survival to figure out the quality of the cooking that you did.
Jesus, my chair is loud.
Crackers.
Fuck.
No.
Oh no, that's a D1. That's a one.
Just mark off the spell slot, and yeah, you burnt that meat so hard it's not usable.
Oh no.
But then I use a Sanctuary spell, otherwise that might turn nasty.
Actually,
Mm.
you know what? Let's turn this into comical. You go to cook the meat, you put it over the fire, and it just instantly, the entire set just catches on fire and burns.
Bruh. We all just look, it's just like, wow.
I lean forward slightly, close my eyes, and listen to the flames.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, he's a pyromaniac.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
God.
he's okay with this result.
Just like,
Yes.
bruh.
Wait, sorry, I zoned out. Did he just burn our rations?
He
No, I
burnt
just
one of the
burnt a
wolf. Yeah,
One
he
of
burnt
the
a wolf
regular
meat set.
wolf meat.
Oh,
I
Not the
already
dire
marked that
wolf, but
off.
just a regular wolf.
Yes. Now we have one regular wolf meat and a two fur.
can I like scream
Ha-
at him?
Hold on a second, guys. Hoth, as you lean into the unexpected flame, your character starts hearing a faint voice.
Oh.
It's calling you home.
Mom?
I get a puzzled look on my face for a moment. Is it one of the three voices that I'm used to?
It almost sounds like a familiar paladin that you know.
Not neither. Wait, when did he get into this channel? What the heck would Gorga be doing in there?
So
I just got
yeah,
this really puzzled look. That's really all I've got.
everybody but Hoff roll an insight check.
Okay.
Insight.
Ooh, I am good
That's
at that. Oh yeah, look at that, 16.
I got a nat one.
Got a 9.
Corlia, you're the only one who notices the look of confusion after he leaned into the fire.
What's wrong? Did the fire not get you off this time?
Kinky.
Look at Twitter, and I'm like, I never get off on flames. I'm not a sadist.
Well, tell me,
No,
what's wrong
no,
then?
guys. This wolf is on fire. Sorry, continue.
What's wrong then?
Heard a voice that really should not be coming from fire.
You heard a voice? Like, someone you know? Or like, your brain just was like, I want to make sounds for you.
I'm thinking it's just making sounds in the voice of someone that I know because they have no right to be in the fire right now.
The voices? What voice?
My teacher.
Your teacher? I mean, I'm not very magical myself, but I think my mentor knows a bit about magic. Hey, Gerald.
Yeah?
Can you possibly help with... I believe his name is Hoff. I don't have good memory with names. But apparently he's hearing the voice of his teacher. Do you know anything about that kind of subject?
1 second. Yeah, I can take a look-see. And he kneels on, strangely enough, on the other side of the fire, which is still roaring pretty good. And he also leans in just a little, like he's listening to the fire. A moment passes. A second moment passes. And then he stops leaning into the fire, circles around to Driaz, and just yanks him from the fire hard.
Nani the what? I look him in the face and I'm like, okay, buddy, why'd you do that?
Careful, son. This wolf had something dark attached to him.
Oh, lovely.
I wouldn't trust anything you heard.
Well, I don't have to worry about that because, well, frankly, it shouldn't have been making those sounds anyways. Wrong voice.
Was it someone who's already dead?
Right as you finish saying that, Hoff, you can, even though you're no longer leaning into the fire and it's about a foot away from you now, you can almost feel like the smoke coming from the fire is making letters. H O M
Oh.
E. None of the rest of you notice this.
I blink at that and I'm like,
You blink and it's gone.
well, either I'm on a trip or something's trying.
you look to the right because the Qualia's mentor is still to your right, and you start to notice a bit of a faint glow coming from his hand. He's starting a magic.
Oh boy.
You gonna resist at all?
He's trying to cast a spell on me?
Yep. If you want to resist, roll an Arcana check.
Please get a 1.
Okay.
You don't know what he's doing.
Drop time to ask him, hey, tell me what the spell is, and this can go over a lot easier, buddy. I don't like unknown stuff thrown in my face.
The glow around his hand is starting to get stronger. The spell's almost done, and he just says, "Don't worry about it." It's pretty clear he's not going to be able to talk to you anymore in time before the spell activates.
I mean, he can dodge it, can he?
You said that it would have to be an Arcana check?
Yup.
Yep.
Please don't resist.
Hold on, doing a personal roll for myself.
Ah, gotcha.
You gonna roll? Or
Well, that's a neutral. As all heck. I don't trust him, so I'm going to resist.
Okay.
wow.
Okay.
Damn.
Okay then.
He's just
You
like,
close
"Fuck
your
you."
eyes and you, holding the medallion of your deity, you focus and you feel the familiar aura that you've honed as a paladin just take root. The rest of you notice almost a bright light just start emanating from Hoff. And right before the spell that you saw the mentor starting to do would take hold, it just gets absorbed into the aura, and then a flash of bright light happens, and the Corlia's mentor is
Sorry, but-
thrown backward about 2 feet.
Hopefully I didn't
Gerald!
miss anything.
The fuck?
The
What
fuck?
the fuck did you do to him? And I run over to Gerald's side.
Hoff didn't hear you. He's stuck in this
Oh,
paladin
shit.
mode for a second.
What happened, Billy? I deafened myself for a minute.
He deflected the energy of the spell back at the mentor,
Oh,
Gerald.
Gerald!
And it flung Gerald about 2 feet. Hoff is
Ow.
currently stuck in a kind of meditative state for a second. I'll
Can I
get to
ch-
what's happening to him in a second.
Okay, let me know when I am able to do something. Okay?
Can I check on
I'm
Gerald? Make
I'm
sure
checking on
he's fine?
Gerald. He's.
Oh.
I ran
Can I
to
help?
him.
Can I help?
He doesn't need help. Before you can even get to Gerald, he's sitting up again. He's dazed, but more shocked than anything else.
Okay. Can I react now?
What happened?
Hoff, in this trance, you're not hearing anything that's going on in the outside world. You still feel that familiar kind of protective aura, and instinctually the aura itself opens your eyes. You're not at the campsite anymore. You're in this white void.
Damn, that's some pretty strong poison. Holy shit.
And before you is your own mentor, sitting crisscross from you, almost the exact same way you are. Looking around you, you can tell there's no trickery here. You've actually established a connection with him, even for just a moment.
What does the area look like?
It's the void of the mind. and because of the aura, it's just bright white, almost a little dazing at the moment. Yeah. What Hammy just posted, kind of. Except screw the Power Ranger in the middle.
That's not Power Rangers.
That's Ultraman.
I didn't recognize it all, so I'm just assuming Power Ranger bullshit.
I mean, legit.
I
A
just,
Russian Power Ranger.
I just noticed that it literally says it in the upper
No.
corner.
Or Korean. I think yeah.
How quick have you been
So what are you gonna do, Hoff?
in?
I look around, I look at the mentor, and I'm like, are you screwing with me right now? Or is that actually you, Gore?
Yeah, it's me, Hoff. I didn't expect you to reach this level of enlightenment for a while. What happened?
I heard you talking to me through fire, and that was not right.
His brow just goes up a little bit. That wasn't me.
I know. I know. You don't have anything to do with that part of it.
You said the fire was calling you home?
Okay, how did you know that? I didn't say that.
No, sorry, that was Billy making a mistake here. I didn't quite catch what you were saying.
No, all I informed him was that I heard his voice talking to me through a fire.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
He just responds with, "What did the fire say?"
Come home.
He chuckles in that familiar, friendly chuckle that you know so well. Well, the fire was right, though probably not for the same reasons. It would be nice for you to get home when possible. We don't need you for a couple weeks, but we do need you to come home.
I haven't learned the first lesson of Eros.
Is this gonna be like Ruby where we
What
all
was that,
split
Trias?
I said I still haven't learned the first lesson of Eros, though.
I understand that, son, but sometimes duty must become before personal enlightenment. And besides, if you can talk to me here and he motions around me, you've already passed the first lesson, even if you don't know it. Either that or some real shenanigans way beyond my understanding is going on.
I'm thinking it's shenanigans.
He just nods his head. I still
I got-
need you, though.
I'll try coming back to the order soon,
Thank you.
teacher. And
He
you are
he
still
reaches out.
telling me.
He reaches
Anger.
out to shake your hand, and right as you go to reach out to him, your vision fades back and his hand becomes Gerald's hand as he's reaching back out for you because he's in front of you again.
Do it.
Like, just before I grasp Gerald's hand, I just look at him and say, if you're wanting to cast magic on me, tell me next. Tell me first. It makes for a much less explosive experience.
Explosive is the right word, son.
You.
I didn't know you could do that.
Finally awake. You
Why?
were trying to cross the border, right?
You little rat.
Oh,
Why?
oh God.
Sorry.
No, you're not.
Yankee does that all the time.
I know. Had to.
That was so out of nowhere.
All right.
Okay.
So you gonna try cooking the other wolf real quick, or are you guys
Sure.
taking off?
I look at everyone. You want me to take another shot at a wolf, or y'all going to just move?
What if we just take what we got
Yes.
and go to the city? Like, we're almost there.
I mean, yeah, you're right. Yeah, Croya is right.
Plus, I really don't want, you to hear voices again and for you to blow up my fucking teacher.
I look at her and I'm like, I didn't mean to do that. He just has a bad habit of throwing
Just
spells on me
because
when I don't.
Just because you didn't mean to do it doesn't mean that it didn't happen.
I agree with you there. Just tell him to stop throwing spells at me without getting my permission first. I have an issue with that.
Gerald, can you ask him next time, please?
Gerald's just not paying attention to your conversation right now. It's just focused on Hoff's aura.
Gerald!
Slap him.
Huh? What? What's going on?
Gerald! Next time,
What?
can you ask him?
No.
Alright, well, I can't argue that.
Little brat.
He-
I look at Gerald and I'm like, if you get sent onto your butt again, don't blame me.
I
This
won't.
is you.
I just learned the hard way. Don't bother asking.
But you get the opposite lesson, you old geezer. This is the third time I've said no.
Hey! Stop it! He was trying to save you. Fucking cunt.
I look at Claude. This bugger's been trying to put mind control magic or something on me. I don't know what he's trying to do. He's giving me
trying to
zero
help
reason
you
to
and
trust.
dispel this fucking weird ass shit. I don't know what those dire wolves ate, but Jesus, it affected you.
Tanky, I saw that. Third time's the charm. Gets sent 3 feet.
Boy, if I'm about to get sent another thing of magic, I will hurl your butt with divine energy.
Alright, we're gonna take a very brief intermission for like 2 minutes while I fix something in my house real quick.
Okay, I'm
Okay.
gonna try to refill my water.
I'm gonna
Have
make
fun
some,
listening to them.
some food.
Bro, oh my
I'm gonna
god.
get some cereal real quick. I swear to
Third time's a charm.
God.
Oh my god. Right. Yeah, like I'm still laughing. What the fucking hey you're finally awake.
Clara. Sorry about saying Gerald flying.
You can't be sorry. You made him witness the power of the sun, and then fucking blast him back.
Well, I can still feel sorry for sending someone back
Oh.
like that.
But the power of the sun.
It can still be apologetic.
Oh. I don't know.
That's better. I got the AC blowing. I've got a fresh glass of cold milk next to me. I'm feeling better.
Cold nut? What?
Cold milk.
Oh, I heard nut. I'm sorry.
Same thing.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay, so is everybody ready to resume? Or are we still waiting on Hammy?
I am ready.
We'll wait for Hammy. It looks like he's not ready yet.
Alex, are you ready? Phantom? I think he's AFK.
Okay.
So wait on 2 people, that's all cool?
Enjoying the session so far tonight, guys?
Yeah. I mean, besides me have my chest hurting anytime I start moving.
I'm enjoying myself, that's for sure.
Wait, like your character's chest?
No, like IRL. I had to walk
Oh.
all the way down to the courthouse to take care of some stuff. I had to walk all the way back, and I'm anemic, and
You're
My-
anemic, is what you said?
yeah,
Oh,
my
I know that
chest
pain.
hurts a lot. Like, first thing I did when I got home, I actually completely passed out for 4 hours, and that's why I was late.
Please tell me you're taking some decent doses of iron pills.
Doctor hasn't done jack shit. You know, the American health stuff, you know.
Well, take some iron supplements and make sure you don't drink milk for 2 hours afterwards.
Okay.
Also, if you're not already eating a decent amount of meat, up your meat intake.
Okay.
I've been dealing with with similar shit for most of my life too. At one point, when we discovered my condition for anemic, my iron level was so low that Doc actually gave one of the options for dealing with it to be a blood transfusion.
Yeah.
Yeah, it got low.
That's not fun.
How low can you go? How low can you go?
Oh, pretty fucking low.
Yeah, low enough to consider a blood transfusion.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, that's pretty nuts.
Yeah,
Woo, anemic club. You fuck.
it's funny. Driaz and his sister, they actually know the exact symptoms to look out for in me for when I'm becoming anemic again.
Really?
Yep.
Wait, do you know them in real
Fortunately
life?
for me, I have a set list of symptoms that happen in order that tell me exactly how anemic I am.
Gotcha.
Like, for starters, my very first thing and what generally tells me is how much my hands shake when I'm holding them out. Like, right now, I am probably lightly anemic, so I really should not be drinking much milk, but it's not enough to warrant much change than that.
Yeah.
And Driaz, please don't tell Lynn. She'll probably kill me again.
I mean, usually it's if I do like anything like, you know, lifting something heavy or like going on a walk. That's when my body says, "Hey, you're fucking stupid." Well, that's when the chest starts hurting.
Did you hear me, Driaz?
Oh, trust me, mate. I'll never tell her.
She heard me, didn't she?
What would ever make you say that?
Fuck. Hi, Lynn. How
Oh
you
no,
doing?
she's ain't even in the room. She's not even aware you're on here, I think. I'm just
What?
screwing with you.
I mean, Driaz, you could send her
The DM
link
will
to-
remember this.
You could send her the link to the video.
I mean, I could, but I'm not that
No,
mean.
if he wanted to be a dick, he could send the link to the video with the exact timestamp that would start it for that spit.
You can even
Yeah.
set it so the link just puts it on the timestamp too, instead of having them to go search it.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think about my setup for that?
Having your portrait in the upper left, lower left be the Discord chat, and then the rest be your character sheet. I love it.
I have my character sheet, and at the top, because there was that little gap, I put my banner for my for the YouTube channel.
Which reminds me, just out of curiosity, was your nightmare about having an even worse computer roll, did that actually happen that night? Like you having a nightmare about it?
I don't even know what you're talking about right now, actually.
Remember when you got your new computer and I had you roll for Constitution saving throw or something like that?
That was beautiful. Hold on, let me see
Yeah,
if I-
roll Constitution saving throw, Qualia. You rolled a 1. You're gonna have nightmares about having an even shittier computer than your old one tonight.
Where's my constitution?
Okay, now that's just too mean, man.
She rolled a natural 1.
Aha! I got a 17 this time, fucker.
You're not gonna have nightmares, just a little shaken.
Okay, good. Just from the anemia.
Hammy, are you back? Phantom?
Do you think that they're pregnant? Oh, Danky is
Fluttering.
yeah. I think that's their way of saying, "Hey, yeah, I'm back, but I can't access the D&D chat right now because I do what I want." Oh, is it stuck on your little soundboard? Oh, okay. You said he's too lazy to talk right now.
That's fair. Error 404. Dinky voice not found.
Oh my god, it finally responded
Why?
after 20 hours. Dang it. It didn't even
Ironic
do
that
it.
it's responded to the Hoff wake up. You've been a coma for 20 years.
It didn't even do it. Damn it. I fucking hate this bot so much, but I love it at the same time. It's oh my god. It's gonna.
He's gonna have a stroke.
Legit. It's supposed to make miracles like this,
Okay,
but it doesn't. I don't know why.
Long time ago, I can still remember when I won't be used to make me smile.
That's the fucking bot right now, damn it.
did someone make like a beat track record with that sound?
Oh, I gotta get that. Hold on, that's a good idea. Hold on.
Oh yeah.
I have.
Pretty
It's-
similar to one of my favorite YouTube songs of all time.
Music with
Derp, derpity, derp, derp,
Windows
derp, derp, derp,
95,
derpity, derp, derp, derp,
98,
derp,
and
derp,
XP.
derpity, derp, 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 derp.
I did it! It did it for me!
Bro,
It
this
did
is
what?
fucking bullshit. Are you serious?
There it is.
The bot likes Coralia.
Hello.
Never works for me. Oh, hey, welcome. It never works for me on here. I don't get this.
Wait, hold on. Let me try.
What did I miss?
Sorry,
Ah,
back.
Tammy's back. And Phantom's back too. Yay, they both came back at the same
Chelsea.
time.
Wait, what's going on?
Yeah, I was helping my mother.
Reply.
That's okay.
I made an
So
egg
is
sandwich.
everybody ready to resume the session?
Process.
Yes.
This might take a
Yep, yep.
while.
Okay.
Did I miss
I got it.
anything? Really?
Yeah.
Did I miss anything or?
Nope. We were mid break for a second there. Okay. So
Wait,
with
is
the
Phantom back?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yo-yo?
yep, everybody's back. So with the incident between Hoff and Gerald over, and the snake has been taken care of. Are you guys finished cooking, or are you taking off for the city?
I thought we had one more meat to cook. We can try that again.
So you guys are
If our cook wants to try, of course.
okay.
Sure. Anything.
Andrea, you there?
Hi.
All right. So we're gonna do another cooking thing. So step one, I want you to roll a survival check to see the quality of the meat that you made.
Okay. I'm going to be channeling another spell slot into it just so that we're clear.
Okay.
Oh God.
Oh,
At
gosh.
least it wasn't as bad as last time.
It's edible, but it's the quality is pretty much on par with a standard survival ration.
At least it's warm.
Okay, I would like you to make a. Well, for starters, just roll a d8.
Get a D8, please.
Well,
Damn.
Thank you. Dear
Okay.
Nice.
Hammy, go ahead and mark the additional 8 rations.
Got it.
But I want you to put these rations separate from the main course.
Oh, okay. So the main course is
Yes, because these are
15.
magic rations.
Oh, magical. Okay.
Wow.
And
15.
Final bit is Hoff, I would like you to make a Arcana roll, please.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
8. Got an 8. Magical rations.
Okay. Crackers, 8.
Okay, okay.
Wait. I'm curious here. I rolled triple 8.
Yep.
Roll the terrible 8. Yeah.
Hammy, I would like you to mark that it was rolled an 8 as magic for those rations.
So 8 magical rations, basically.
8 magical rations, rolled 8 for magic type.
Roll. Wait, huh? Wait. What? Wait, what do I do?
Here, I'll type it out for you.
Because I didn't understand it. What do you mean? Should I just keep it at 8 magical rations and like not count it with the normal rations?
There.
Oh.
So
Okay,
it's
so the-
separate from the main rations. There's 8 magic rations, and you rolled an 8 for magic type.
Okay, what is the magic type that you rolled though?
8.
Okay, done. I mean, like, what is the magic? What did he place the
Was not expecting this, so I'm gonna have to come up with a system in my own time. So for now, that's all you get to know.
Got it.
And to be honest, you guys are probably not gonna get to know what it does till you eat one, but you're not gonna be eating one this session because DM says so.
But we should save it up until we have a system for it, right?
Yeah, I need to make a system between sessions. I wasn't expecting this.
Okay, perfect.
You're welcome.
Thanks for the extra work, Jazz.
It's my pleasure, man.
Okay.
Danky, I dare you to use that spell on the meat right now. I dare you. Watch what fucking happens if you try me. I will
Okay.
yeet you.
Wait,
Do it,
which
do it,
spell?
do it. Try him out.
Which
No,
spell?
no, I mean,
Identify.
Try him, pussy.
I will yeet you into the next astral plane.
can I like?
Get 20.
Can I try? Can I use identify on the?
No.
Can
Just
he
no.
just pretend that he's dreaming that he actually tried to do the identify? I want to actually see what
No.
will he roll. Damn
Come on, let's
Okay,
be
what
nice
about-
to the DM people.
it.
Okay, moving on, people. All right. So, does anybody else have anything you want to do before you do the last 4 to 5 hour journey to the city?
Use identify on magic.
No, not at all.
No, I don't think that just
Can we sing
nothing.
together?
no.
That's so gay. No, I'm good.
Make a persuasion check to see if you can get anyone else to sing with
You're
you.
gonna kill the horse.
Oh, also,
She's gonna
You
get
don't need a persuasion check
gonna
from
get
me.
nat 20.
Billy, I have a question.
Yes, Stanky?
Whenever we do a long rest, do I heal my character all the way?
Oh, perfect.
Yes.
We
There's
got
a
number
button next to
8.
your health thing. You'll see it. If I recall correctly, it looks
How
like a
many
campfire.
8s in a row
You can
have we-
click that. There'll be a short and a long rest option. Click long rest, and it automatically resets everything for you.
The last 4 rolls
Oh, okay.
have
Thanks.
been 8s.
You got an 8?
The one
None of us sing.
The 1 minute we see is
I
back.
swear, for the rest of this session, we're just gonna be getting 8s.
You're welcome.
I will.
Oh yeah, I just realized the 8s. What the fuck? Off, check, roll. You have a.
You want me to roll again?
I mean,
Please,
you try.
break
I
the
want to see if
streak.
you got. You've been getting 8s. Dexterity check 8.
Off, make a
Arcana
second
check.
Arcana check, please.
Hey, what?
Arcana,
Make a second
survival.
Arcana check.
Do an Arcana check once more, please.
What should be
Woo,
another
13.
8? Oh,
You have to get 8 in
Dang
order
it.
for this to work.
Wait, what?
Fuck,
You
you
have-
got a 13.
Nope, never mind. We're good.
Wait, what would have happened if I
It would have
managed?
supercharged the meat.
Oh,
That would have been amazing.
oh, that would have been so good.
I have no idea what supercharge would do, but I would figure that out too.
That rhymes.
Who would
Can I
all
give you
die?
a super bow? I'm gonna shut up.
Yeah, and this is gonna be a one-time thing just because of the 8 phenomenon, guys. Just so you know. All right. So, anything else before you take off for the road?
I wanna.
I'm good.
Can I go to? I wanna ask one thing to Gerald.
Hmm.
I go to Gerald and ask him. By the way, Gerald, I've been meaning to ask you this. How did you end up with those bandits the other day?
Like I said earlier, I ended up getting called out from Newport because someone claimed that they needed medical help. I always answer the call when I'm needed. Turns out it was an ambush.
Was it? Wait, since you said it's an ambush, did you have a horse by any chance?
No, but I had a donkey.
Your
Wait,
ass.
a donkey.
Wait, your ass. That was the ass from back at the place. That was the one in the field. Oh my god.
I don't
Now
think
I
that was
realize.
that, Can we get it?
That was in character. That was my character actually
After a brief
putting
moment
two
of
and two
shock,
together.
you just see a look of depression wash
I
over
feel so
Gerald's
bad.
face.
I feel so bad.
I'm so.
We really should
Gosh.
go back.
Darn
Back
it.
his, I wanna
We
back
shouldn't.
his
No,
track. I was
no.
just
Let's
like,
not go back.
It's
I
gonna be
mean,
okay.
it's not like
we
they're.
will return.
Oh wait, never mind. They will know that one guy that got away.
He gets back. Gerald gets into the car and just not talking to anyone now.
Oh no! I should have never talked. Oh no! I feel bad for him.
Qualia,
feel any
you recognize why he's depressed because he's had that donkey for years and they kind of grew a bond.
Oh. We're just gonna go to
Do you wanna
Koroya.
go on if you
Koroya, we
say
have a
anything?
mission. I just go to Koroya. Koroya, we have a mission. We will get that donkey
Really,
back, no
Denki?
matter what.
Really?
We had that ass.
Anyway, anybody else got anything to do?
We're just gonna go to Koroya and just tell her we gotta get that donkey no matter
We're gonna
what.
get that ass back for him.
Yeah.
Wait, so are
we
you
will.
guys turning around when you're only 4
No, no,
hours
no.
away from the city?
No.
No.
Next time we are
God.
getting that ass back.
Okay.
find a
We'll
way
get that
without
ass
it.
back.
Yeah, we will.
Alright.
Hamill and I, we
Okay.
got this.
Yes, we got this.
We
Alright.
got this. We got
Yeah.
this together.
Alrighty, so as you guys take off in your final
That's from My
small
Little
leg
Pony.
of the journey to the fortified city of Chakva, I would need someone to watch the front and someone
I'm
to
gonna
watch
watch
the
the back
back.
as always. like
I
watching the
am.
back.
I'm always checking the front.
And I am
So I'm
always
the
on
one
the
with the
back.
In the
horse.
front as well.
Oh, okay.
Perception it is.
Perception?
Alright, Qualia and Phantom, make your rolls.
19.
Wow.
Oh, I only got a 12. That's how old
can
I
I
was
check-
when I was 12.
Wait. Oh Jesus! I just heard the doom. Can I check the back with Koroya
Nah.
this time?
Nope.
You're-
Only I ever
you're-
check the back.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
my
I
job.
limit perception rules just so you guys don't break the game.
Okay. Since we don't have, since I can just check the sides, I'm gonna check left side of Squeak, since he's checking the front. Okay.
Okay, but I'm gonna nick you with disadvantage for trying to overlap perception here.
Got it. Disadvantage. Yeet. Oh, gotta take it the 10.
Damn.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Even with the disadvantage, you still did better than Qualia.
Yep.
It's not that hard. I am me after all.
Okay. Well, you guys don't have to worry about attack at all, especially from the left side now.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
Too bad I don't know which way's left.
So, you guys spend the rest of the journey, the 4 hours, and it's starting to get to mid-afternoon because you did spend back extra time dealing with the snake and dealing with the shenanigans of the cooking.
Going home by now.
And it's you upon seeing the city, you notice the walls. They are around the entire city. And the strange part is you don't see any structures outside the wall. At least not any that are
wow.
still usable.
I'm assuming the bandits probably.
It's
have-
clear
Oh,
that some
wow.
people tried to build houses outside the city, but none of them have stood the test of time from what was probably all the attacks. Recalling the monster camp
shit.
that's nearby the city on the map.
Well, too bad. We have a mission from the king. We can't do anything about that. Oh well.
What?
You guys pass through the gates, and those of you who haven't rolled a perception check in this game day, I would like you to roll a perception check as well.
Again?
Those of you who
No,
haven't,
the
rolled,
ones that
go
haven't.
ahead. The ones that haven't. The
Okay,
ones that have already passed.
Yay.
Well,
Ooh. Oh.
I know, Jack.
Oh, Buko.
Actually, everyone passed, even Hoff.
Nice.
Wait, how the freak did I
How
pass?
do you...
What did Hoff get?
And immediately
3.
as you guys get past the gate, you even Hoff, though you have trouble noticing this at first, everything, all the people, even the horses, are just slow. Almost creepily so. Kind of like someone took a YouTube video and set it to half speed.
I think we
Oh.
should kill them. I think they're all bad.
It's
Is that with the
by the way, it's a castle. Yes, we are going in.
It's a
in
city.
City, some kind of okay.
It's a
city.
relatively small city, but a city nonetheless.
Can I use a detect magic spell?
Yes. You may.
Okay.
Port city, city. port.
And I would like you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Wait, to who? All of us?
No, just
I'm
Puko.
back.
Welcome back.
Billy.
Yes?
Here, I'm gonna send you something in Discord private.
I made the pog face.
Is
Nice.
it something like this?
Oh, should I
Anyway.
mark a long rest as I'm still at 7 health?
Yes, you've had
Yeah, you should have ages ago.
We already.
you've had 2 long rests since that fight.
So what do you think of this
14.
city? Is it a good?
I think we'll use it at some point, probably, though not this
Yeah.
session.
Okay, well, so no tail spy.
There we go.
Tail spire.
Well, we're not going to be doing... I highly doubt we're going to be having combat that needs a city map just yet.
Oh,
Yet.
We're going in the city right now, right?
It's D&D. I have to say yet, because of you lot.
I love it.
Um,
It's really lovely.
Hopefully Denki won't go and
Um,
try to like rob a shop again.
Oh,
We don't
gosh.
talk
No,
about
that was not Denki.
You're
that
never
was-
going to
Uh,
live that down, Denki.
It's my biggest failure. We don't talk about that.
question. We're going into the city right now, right?
Yes, you just
No.
passed through the gates.
Okay.
Okay, so anyway, Puko, it takes you a moment because just the sheer amount of information. But yes, every living creature, even the horses, has a faint magical aura on them.
Guys, I think something's not right here.
Oh,
Time
something
to
is
switch
really,
horses.
really off.
Okay.
This
This
doesn't feel right.
yeah, I'm detecting auras on everything.
Can I
Like-
detect? Can I use detect magic?
And also, just so you know, Puko,
Yeah.
because it's also part of the tech magic. You do know that the magic you see on all the people around you hails from the School of Transmutation.
Oh, sweet.
What?
So
Huh.
it's a slowness magic.
Guys,
Oh.
I'd stay on alert if I were y'all.
You said transmutation?
Yup.
Like
Right, is that
Will do.
is
bodies?
one chick who casts slow on me?
Oh. Oh.
I don't think casting magic of slowness on me considered as charming.
So
Yeah, I don't-
you guys have now arrived at the city of Chukva. What would you like to do?
Oh yeah,
This-
let me just open the map.
Does anyone have the spell magic, or is that too high a level still?
What's going on, Jarius?
Does anyone have dispel magic?
What is it called?
Dispel magic.
Dispel. I don't
Dispel.
I think it's a higher rank magic. Give me one sec.
Yeah, I don't have it.
Alright, dispel.
Fuck.
Detect. No.
If only I had a certain
Nope.
spell on it. Dang, this would help
Does
a lot.
Gerald
Fuck.
have dispel magic?
Probably.
Gerald,
Gentle
do you
repose.
possibly have
Touch of
dispel
both.
magic?
1 second.
Do any of the bandits have dispel magic?
No, they need to go to jail. Although they can probably walk
We can
out
force
faster.
them into helping us.
I mean, I'm pretty good at that.
Yeah, he's got dispel magic.
Oh, perfect.
Where did you want to use dispel magic on? Did you want to test it on some person, or I'm asking that to whoever asked for dispel magic? I
Well,
do not remember.
That was me who asked. I was wanting to know so that we could try finding a person who's an official and dispel the slow spell on them in order to get information out of them. It could be a guard. It could be just someone who's likely to know what the freak happened here.
I mean, we could just waltz up and go, "Hey, what's up?"
True, but at the same time,
Wait. What magic did they have cast on again?
What was that, Phantom?
You said the spell what magic again?
Dispel magic.
Yeah, no, but what charm or whatever in a specific does this person have on them?
Huh?
Do we know this?
Someone said something about slow magic or something.
yeah, I was wondering if that
All we got was that they are slowed. We didn't get a name of the magic.
So that will be if they're slow, wouldn't that be a type of magic that slows them down? Question is, does that also slow down their speech? Because if so, we don't have to really dispel anything from them.
You guys haven't tried talking to anyone to find out.
Excuse me,
Yeah,
sir.
We should pull it.
I want to wave down to someone and be like, "Hey, how's it going?"
You call out, and behind you, a guard starts trying to run up to you, and it's almost a little comical because despite his arms moving full tilt like someone running, it's almost like he's speed walking in comparison to his speed. It's
Hey, can we
it's
slow down
weird
the
because
cart?
even at the full run point, whereas both his legs are off the ground, they're actually both off the ground for a solid second, but he doesn't fall.
Hey, Squeak, can you stop the cart real quick? I want to talk to the guard. He's chasing after us.
Or just stops the car that way.
What's up? What's up, guard? What's going on?
Hello, miss.
God,
Oh,
God damn it.
God.
Can I
Okay, we need dispel magic.
help
Ah.
you.
Gerald, can you try to dispel the magic, please? I want to turn back.
Sure, youngin. Here, give me a second. And he goes up to the guard, and he puts his hand on the guard's shoulder. The guard starts reaching for his sword, but it's comically slow. He's never going to be able to even try to get to his sword in time before the spell's done. The spell just washes over the guard, and it takes a second, and Gerald looks confused. Spell finishes, and Gerald just looks immediately at you and is just like, talk quick, this is not going to last long.
What happened? Do you know anything about what spell is on you? You guys have all been slow. What's going
He just stops for a second, he looks around, he's just like, what's going on?
You were running after us very slowly. Everyone here is going very slow. Do you have any
I thought
idea?
you guys were running fast.
No! You guys have been very slow. Welcome back to normal speed.
What?
You guys.
He's very confused.
Everyone here is
Where's
slow.
the mayor?
There's a spell on all of you. We know this because we detected magic.
Or well, where did the spell come
Oh,
from?
God damn it! You wasted the time we had. Fuck, man.
Nice.
Well, we can still ask him questions and he'll just be slow again.
Oh my
We
god.
just need to talk a little bit slower.
What if this spell though is like contagious? Like if we're in a
I
certain
know.
area, it slowly applies to us.
We just need to ask questions.
Yeah, but we could be we could be running out of time
Then
right now and
ask
not know it.
fast! Come on,
Well,
ask
We're
me!
gonna
as you guys are-
it's gonna be slow.
As you guys are arguing this, Gerald goes back up to the guard, and he puts his hand on his shoulder again. The guard doesn't react at all this time. He knows that Gerald's doing something good. And this time, the spell is a lot brighter. It almost looks like the same spell that he was going to use on Hoff.
Wow.
Oh,
Almost like
and-
he was trying to help you.
And a bright, very white light just washes over the guard. And you can't see the guard for a second because of it.
Whoa.
And- As it's doing it, Gerald's just like, let's see if greater restoration would help here.
Does anyone have any questions? Speak now fast. Your turn.
where's the mayor?
Well, the guard's still being
This fun.
fixed at the moment, so you guys have a chance to
Damn.
talk before it's spell.
Prepare
And I
when your
just
thoughts
make
are.
this fun and fucking raise my hand. I have a question.
Squeak, we're not playing charades right now. This needs to be fast.
And right at this moment, that's when the spell finishes.
Wait.
And this time the guard's considerably less confused, because now he's used to it.
Okay, well,
And-
Before anyone,
welcome
what-
back. Welcome back
As
to
he
normal
says
speed.
that, he's just like, okay, question 1, no, I don't know what's happening. Question 2, yes, I thought you guys were fast, I'm sorry. What else do you need to know?
Where's the mayor or whatever of
Who's
this
in
Central
charge?
city.
Where's the king of this place?
Right
Yeah.
in the center of the city.
Can we get a map?
Look for the tower. I don't have one on me.
Tower. Got it.
Okay, got it. Thanks.
Anything else?
Has there been anything weird, suspicious that might have caused this?
Well, no. The only strange thing is that the monsters haven't attacked in a couple of months. They usually attack every about a week and a half.
I got a question.
Maybe?
Have you seen a wooden elf or anything like me walk by here?
No,
Right through the gate.
just well, there always get a couple extra weird ones. You guys are the most diverse group in a while, but I don't think I've seen anyone by that.
Have you seen
description.
a dark elf?
Dark elf?
Dark elf, yes.
I don't even know the description for that. I'm sorry.
What about like hooded figures, like people looking like they're in disguise, but you can't quite can't tell?
is there anyone?
Well,
Have you
we're
seen anyone with a
considerably
red?
closer to the academy. And
What-
at that
what's the-
moment, guys, DM here.
Sorry.
Right as he finishes saying academy, you notice that the word academy is slowed just a little bit.
Shit.
the Greater Restoration's starting to fail.
Crackers.
What academy is it?
The Magic Academy, the one that's in the middle of the lake.
What
Lake.
do they teach?
No.
Huh?
Where's the
No,
lake?
no.
Where's the
Oh.
lake? Yeah, where is the lake? That's
The
question I didn't-
Grand Lake right on the other side of the city.
Oh,
Thank you.
Oh boy.
Left side, right side, what side?
The
Specific.
north side, just left of the north gate.
thank you for all your help. We really appreciate
That
this.
should be everything.
You're
Thank you.
welcome. I am sorry.
It's okay.
It's
we hope that we can
okay.
help you.
Guys, like I tell him in a slow voice because I don't want him to get too confused. Thank you much. Oh,
You're
Hey, man.
welcome.
What if that came off as mocking?
And he starts turning away and he starts going back to his post. And hold on, I need to look at the rolls. Squeak, you're the only one who noticed this because you're a high perception roll. As he's walking away, you notice there's some tears starting to form at the edge of his eyes.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Oh,
That
we gotta
hurts.
save this town, as I said that to everyone.
In the
Somebody or something cast a very
We
huge
gotta
spell.
Oh, I think I got it. Hold on.
cloud.
What if- Okay.
Mhm.
Hear me out.
Hearing you
The
out.
academy teaches transmutation, and something went wrong. Like one student misused a spell, and
That
everything.
could be a
went-
possibility, but what if there was like
Yes.
some kind of attack, more like an attack, less of an accident.
I want to listen to a song right
Huh.
now.
That could be a possibility. He
Sad.
did say they didn't. Those whoever's attacking hasn't attacked in a while, right?
Yeah, that.
What if they
Yeah.
got to the academy?
They're used to monster attacks every week and a half, and the guard said that it's been about 2 months since the last monster
Maybe
attack.
it's because of the spell that they haven't been attacked. Maybe it's a good thing that they have the spell on them. I mean, they don't get
Yeah.
to notice it. It doesn't seem like
Okay,
any of
wait,
them notice.
I've got a question. Are the prisoners with us awake?
Yes.
Have they been seeing this entire thing?
No. You guys have been keeping them in the cart, so they're not really aware of what's going on yet. They
Uh,
lovely.
they heard the talk, but they were not putting 2 and 2 together yet because they haven't seen anyone
I'm gonna
slowed.
go over to them and try to like take off their little muffle, like mask little thing, and be like, "Hey, so basically everyone in this
They're
town
what?
don't they have like something to like put it making them mute right now, like in their mouth?
Oh, you guys gagged them before you came here?
I thought we
I mean,
did.
didn't he?
They haven't said anything
We
so
did?
far, so I'm guessing yeah.
What?
I mean, they haven't even
I-
been speaking, so
Yeah, you guys did not gag them. You
Okay.
need to state
But then-
that next time.
okay. Then I'm gonna go over to them and be like, "Hey, so basically everyone here is being very slow and even talking slow. Do any of you guys have any idea?"
They just look at each other with a kind of confused, hints of scared looks in their eyes, and almost all of them together say at the same time, "What are we, magic users?"
No, but I assume that you guys have a brain.
They just
Wow.
face palm
They all-
slowly.
They just all hang their heads in shame after that.
Okay, guys.
Can I?
There's no rebuttal for that considering they're in chains right now. Do I need to roll for burn damage? Do I?
I
Oh no,
Nah.
it's gonna kill the one that's on death's door.
He's not on death's door anymore. You guys actually fed him right now.
We did? I thought
Yep.
we just got into
Yeah.
town.
No,
No,
I
you
don't-
started feeding him right, so he started recovering.
That's disappointing.
What do you
Question.
mean by that?
I wanna. Just I haven't been able to say it. Right after I see the tears, well, and it's not right after anymore. Can I do a little like, screech to get everyone's attention and just point north to where the academy will be, as trying to say, "Hurry up."
I point to Squeak and I'm like, can we listen to the bird here?
Wow, okay, racist.
Oh, okay. I take offense.
We're just
Okay, racist, but I do agree. We do need to listen to this giant crow.
bird for you.
Just basically said the exact same thing. Except
Danky,
That's a
we
bird.
need the bop here.
Yes.
It's okay. It's okay, Big Bird. We care about you. Too bad you're not big and yellow. Too bad you're not yellow.
We all live in a yellow submarine.
I'm unsure how to feel about this.
Bunk
You're
after
sure
bunk.
about how to feel about this racism.
So, bringing it back in, guys. What are you doing next?
I say we head to the academy and check it out.
So
Yeah,
you're
just
gonna
wanna hurry
go
up.
straight through the city?
Yes.
Hmm.
Wait.
I mean, what are they gonna
Wait, do
do?
we want to split up? Do we want to split up? Have some of us go and say hi to the
Splitting up is
Wolverine?
never good.
No.
But
I disagree on the splitting up. I've already had a bad experience doing that.
I'm talking
Not
about the
gonna
same
lie, I
character, by
agree
the
with
way. I'm asking, do we want to split up?
No, I don't think it's a good idea.
Mm.
All right. Well,
Quick says no. Just no.
But where do we go first? Do we go to the lake or do we go to the mayor?
the mayor may
Um,
do something, but
no,
will probably
Directly
know
to the
more.
academy.
The school will probably know more, as they are more specified in magic, whereas the
Yeah.
ruler of this area, they
Mayor
Yep,
might.
wait.
as well.
You're
That's a
right.
chance,
Yeah.
and it's a lot lower.
Yeah,
chance.
and if you look at the guard's reaction, no one here knows anything going on.
Okay, let's floor it
They
before
think
we get slowed down, right? Come on.
Yeah, let's try to keep it fast paced just in case we were in trouble. I mean, we don't want
Right as
to
you guys
slow
finish doing that,
down.
Gerald calls out and it's just like, yo, idiots, we're in a city. Maybe you guys want to do a little bit of shopping or snooping first?
Fuck no.
Quick says no.
We need
No.
to go and take care of this problem.
Shopping can wait. Our lives
I-
can wait. I don't fucking know.
I look at Gerald and I'm like,
Anyways.
what, 8?
Yeah.
Like, I'm looking at Gerald and I'm like, you want us to sleep in a place that's been enchanted with a slow spell, and God
We could
knows,
get
the
slowed-
gods know what else.
We
And he just
could get
immediately counters
slowed
with
down
this-
too.
I'm got detect magic too. The place hasn't been enchanted. The people have. You look at the buildings. The buildings are as clear as day in the magic.
I mean, why would they go shopping if we can use disguise ourselves and start stealing? What are they gonna do? Try and
Hold
stop
on.
us?
Don't give Danky
Wait-
any ideas.
Wait, yeah, don't give me ideas, but like, still.
Not again.
Not
I
again.
wish I had him. I wish I had him so badly right now, dude. He would be like stealing everything. Okay.
He would be
Is there any-
careful.
Are there any visible clock towers nearby? Just to double check
Yes.
this.
In the middle of the city.
Is it going normally?
Yes.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Let's floor it and get the fuck over to the academy.
But maybe whoever is putting the spell on the people might put it on us as soon as they notice us. That we're staying here for a while.
That's why we should go as fast as possible because
Exactly.
Gerald-
Let's
the
go.
we move.
Gerald counters with, can we at least ditch the necessary baggage at the jail?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I
I'll
know
agree with you
Can
there.
just do that.
we could, but do you really trust these very slow people to take
Why
care
would
of...
we keep them! Oh my god.
Because we are the only
We
ones
don't
who are
need
not
them.
slow
Good
in
job,
comparison.
and let's keep
Hey,
going.
we are the only ones that are not slow, and we don't want them to get out of the
Okay,
chains.
you know what?
If
You're
they get
fucked. I
out-
have the cards. I start going to the nearest jail.
If they get out, because they can easily escape in comparison to them, then they
Oh,
can
gosh,
go
they
and tell them
cannot.
we can't get the ass back. We need Gerald
We can
back.
keep them roped. We can
Yes,
keep
we
them
have
tied
rope.
up.
We have
We
ropes.
can keep
tie
them
'em up.
tied
Oh my
up.
God.
Oh gosh. Squid just starts leading the car to the nearest jail. There has to be a big sheriff sign or something, so just go there.
Look,
Yeah.
I
want to
really
help
don't.
Squeak as well. I want to put them to jail first
I
before
just
we,
Okay.
we move.
really want to make sure that we can get Gerald's ass back.
It takes you guys about 15 minutes because you didn't ask where it was, so it took a little bit of searching. But you find out that there's actually a castle straight in the middle of the city. And that's where the well, it's not in the middle, it's a little bit towards the east of the middle, but it's pretty close.
To the castle!
Yep, you go to the castle and the guard waves you in.
Holy.
And
Hello there. We have some ruffians who try to, let's put it this way, rob us.
Speed it up, Missy. We got limited time here.
and the guard just looks you up and down. It's just like, all right, the jail is over to the left.
And slow, like,
Wait.
is this slow
Wait.
or did they just
No,
talk
he's
normally?
speaking normally.
Huh?
Speaking
Wait,
normal.
whoa,
Wait, what?
why are you talking normally? Everyone else here has been talking so slowly and moving slowly.
No.
He just shrugs his shoulders. We don't know.
Have you noticed it yet?
Hell yeah.
And you
Wait,
don't
are
think
they
that's extremely
faster?
strange? And you're not, like, curious as to what the fuck?
Yo,
yeah,
let's
we're
Wait.
serious, but we don't have any magic users to try and figure out what's going on. We've been sending letters to the king, but nobody's come to help.
I think I have an idea now, but, I'm gonna keep it private. Thank you for your help. Let's go to the jail. Wee!
Can I just like get out and just start making my way to the fucking academy so we can keep making time?
Making our way downtown. You're splitting the party?
Yes.
You guys do look at the map and you realize that the academy is literally in the lake.
The academy is the lake.
Wait, can
It's
any
in
of
the
us
lake.
swim?
Wait, like
You
in,
guys
like,
would need a boat to get there.
But can
Oh.
anyone swim?
I can't. I don't
And unfortunately, there's only one city that's directly connected to the lake.
Oh gosh.
Oh.
Is that the hostile one?
That's
Wait.
Gradcaster, the capital.
Wait, let me just open the map.
So we need to we need to buy a boat.
You almost-
The
Wait,
guards,
hold
I
on.
find it hilarious
guards
how your
didn't notice
first
that.
reaction is,
Huh.
let's steal him.
the guards didn't
I
notice
have-
that, right?
Hold on. I have a genius idea. Okay.
Well, you guys have gone through
Oh.
the outer gates for the castle, so there's no guards within earshot at the moment.
Can I? I have a genius idea. Okay, hear me out.
Uh-oh.
I have a suggestion spell still.
Okay, so before you say this, are you talking as Denki or are you talking as your character?
My character.
Okay.
What if we
The what?
summon like hunt a big fish? Wait, no.
What?
What if we get a horse, two of us go on it, and then I use my suggestion spell to make it swim us to the academy?
That
the
horse
two
is
of us.
going to drown.
No,
You're gonna
but
kill my
with-
horse.
no, like a different horse. Like we steal a horse because I mean everyone's
No.
slow, right? So it wouldn't matter.
I like how
horse,
Hammy
steal it.
barely bonded to the horse and he's already considering it his horse.
Yes.
I immediately am just like, no. I am not gonna be doing anything like that.
Let's just steal a boat. I mean, let's just buy a boat.
Can we?
Can we? Well, I
can
mean,
buy,
the
they,
money?
we can certainly steal. I mean,
There
buy
is
a
a dog?
boat.
guys,
Yes.
if they had a
Oh,
boat,
Like that deep?
Guys, if they had a boat, they would have been using that already.
Yeah.
We can make
Yeah.
one out of the
The-
wagon.
We could.
Oh,
No!
no.
We can put it
Guys,
back
if you look at
together.
the if you
Look
look
at
at
the
the map,
figures. No.
guys,
No.
if you look at the map, Chakfa, while it is near the lake, in fact, you guys can kind of see it a distance away if you would head to the outside the walls. It is not connected to the lake,
Here, I'm
so
gonna
you can't
just-
get a boat here.
I'm gonna send in the D&D chat here. That's how close that is to Shagfa.
Damn it.
We can
Fuck.
continue through, go over there, and then we can chop down a tree, use a tree, build a boat. We got this. We can totally build a boat.
We
That
can
is
make a raft,
totally
yeah.
I mean,
And the entire party dies from drowning in next campaign.
Oh gosh.
Don't
Oh.
I could
worry,
see
I
that
already have
happening.
I
a
mean, but
backup
what else is
character.
that? What other options do we have? We can just build a raft or
Don't worry,
nothing.
I already have a backup character.
I already have two.
I
backup
don't.
characters.
This is my only backup character. Fuck.
Wow.
I like how you guys have automatically assumed that the Academy's doing this.
Well, no, I didn't assume that the Academy is doing this.
No, we just
know
want to
that they-
check.
Yeah, we want to check if
Wait.
they possibly know anything, or if, as they are smart people, maybe they might be able to help with it.
Cause there's the smart ones. In this
They have the
situation.
bigger brain than us. I mean, than me. I have a 9 for intelligence. Everyone
I have
has a bigger
I have
brain than me.
another genius idea.
What
Oh,
will we
dear.
need to roll if we try to
Um,
fucking build a raft?
It would be
don't
a
have to
very
go-
large amount of survival checks.
I got +5.
What if
I have plus
would it
one.
like all go together or it's an individual?
It would be a large amount of survival checks. And it would take days.
Ah, shit.
Hey guys, I kind of would suggest asking around and looking for suspicious locations or things which have changed within the last couple months we're here. If we're going to stick around here to figure out the mystery instead of continuing our way on to the capital.
Okay, no.
What, Hammy?
I was gonna say, you know how strange that is? It does not affect the middle of the castle. It just affects what's around it.
It's not affecting the guards. So far, all you know is it's
Mm,
not affecting the
I-
guards at the castle.
No, it's just affecting the people who's at least a little bit further away from the castle. But the ones who's near it, who's actually with the castle, is not affected. And who is not affected
Shall we
by it.
check the castle itself?
I think that was
Wait.
that was my suggestion at first, but you guys
Didn't-
no.
That's why I was suggesting
Didn't
putting it
one
on-
of the guard, didn't the guard or whatever said that they tried sending letters to the king
Yeah,
and
but
he
the king
never
isn't
responded?
here.
Or was it a different king?
This king
Oh.
isn't here. This is just the ruler of this area.
Right.
We could go in and ask.
Or
and
to the-
personally,
The
as-
main leader of this area would be referred to as the Jarl, not
So,
the king.
Where are we
guys,
standing right now?
my current
Exactly.
my current thought is that it is the Jarl doing this, as no one here in this area is getting affected. So I think it might be the Jarl doing it, or maybe the Jarl is just defending the people who work in this area. Because
at least
he
go on.
appreciates safety.
I mean,
for
we
everyone.
haven't moved, right? So we can just check.
Can we go and
need
check
to.
the
We could
mayor?
go and check with the.
Yes.
So
Yes,
you guys are not going to the brig, but instead going
No,
straight
no,
to
we're
the
going
Jarl?
to throw them in the brig
We
first,
can-
and then we're gonna go do it.
Yeah.
I mean, I suggest really going to the castle first, just to check up. We might
Okay.
never get this.
But we
chance
don't
again.
want them to get escaped.
I know,
I
but
think we can
still, how would
rest
they know
easy on
that
that.
we're coming?
You guys go to the jail, and you bring the 3 prisoners in chains.
Oh, those, yeah.
And hold on just a second, guys.
Can we change them on the
Rolling
fucking...
on behalf of the bandits real quick.
Kororia,
That's
can
Are they
you
gonna
can
be
we
there?
change them on the
What
jail
the
bars
heck?
to make sure
What?
that they won't move away inside the...
Unbelievable.
What?
up?
I rolled 3 8s.
Yeah. You roll the 3 8s.
This is a session of 8.
This is 8.
What session number is this? Does anyone keep a track?
6 is session number 6, unfortunately.
Oh,
6. Sadly, no.
okay.
The
So
luck of
the prisoners just go in with you. There's a pair of guards doing paperwork and just hanging out at the desk right inside the door. And they
they-
both immediately look up and just eye you all with suspicion.
Hello there.
I'm
We
suspicious.
captured these 3 ruffians, or, well, people who are trying to kill and loot our stuff. And we would like to turn them over to you.
They just look at each other for a second, sigh. They pull out the top left drawer and pull out a necklace. And they take the necklace and they put it around the closest of the 3 bandits. And he asks the bandit, "Did you try to attack these people?" And the bandit opens his mouth for a second, says nothing, closes his mouth, and then says, "Yes, we did."
Nice. Truth.
He takes the necklace off, puts it back in the drawer.
Necklace of truth.
And opens the second drawer to the on the left and pulls out 3 pouches. Counts them: pouch 1, pouch 2, pouch 3.
Out of character. Money. I think. I hope. Please be money.
And he just nonchalantly tossed it on the far side of the desk. "There's your reward. Thank you for your service."
Thank you. Good luck with these guys. And I
And
pick them up.
he's saying that boredom style, not being slowed,
Yeah.
just so you know.
Can we... I was gonna ask, why is everyone who's not near the castle not affected by the slowness? Why is the people who's further away from the castle is being affected?
They both look up at you with a bit of sadness in their eyes and they actually eye over your party this time. And this time Gerald is visible because he was in the cart, but he's exited with you this time. And they both immediately lock eyes on Gerald, and you instantly see their mood pepper up.
Oh, good.
And they're just like, "Did our request finally get through? Are you the cleric from the capital? Oh, thank the gods! The Jarl will want to talk to you immediately." And one of the guards actually gets up from his seat, rushes straight towards Gerald, grabs him by the hands, and starts trying to lead him out the brig.
We will follow him. Yeah, well, I will follow him. I want to see
You're-
what's going
We're
on.
all. I'm following. He is my tutor.
I'm following too.
I am curious.
Your teacher's trying to
And I-
resist. He's not liking this.
I mean, I'm just gonna like catch up behind him and be like, hey, it's okay. We need to talk to him anyways.
I agree. I really agree. I want to know how we
So
can save
let's just
Keith.
all go.
Yeah,
to the
we all
guard and
just
says-
follow.
He turns to the guard and says, "Release my hand, but show us the way." And guard just nods apologetically. And you guys exit. There's a pair of guards about 20 feet away. And the guard that's leading you out crawls
Wait.
out. "Hey, take care of this cart."
Oh, that is exactly what I was about to talk about.
And that's when you realize you see an extra symbol on this guard's tunic. He's a guard captain.
What's a Gargat?
Oh, good. He's in charge of these people.
He's not
Oh.
the
Is
one
there
in
rank
charge,
cap?
but he's like a supervisor.
Yeah.
He's a captain or an captain.
Yep. No,
Oh.
the one who's actually in charge of the guard would be called the commander of the guard.
I mean, I'm literally thinking of Star Wars. You know, you have Captain Rex, and you have Commander Cody. Like, Commander is
Yep.
above Captain.
Totally not coincidental. Anyway.
Wait, really? That is amazing. Hell yeah.
Anyway, well, I've got to get my inspiration from somewhere.
I love Star Wars so much.
Freaking Ahsoka Tano forever. Anyway,
Yes!
moving on. Ahsoka Tano is the most powerful Force user in the galaxy, and you can't tell me otherwise. Anyway, moving on. So, you guys,
Excuse me. I'm just kidding.
it takes about a half hour because it just, even though it's a relatively small castle, overall size, it's still a castle.
Yeah.
So it does take you about a half hour to get to the Jarl's throne room. And as soon as you get there, the Jarl, who has been munching on some food,
Oh,
it's
I'm sorry.
he's starting to get a little
don't know how
heavy
long
on
I've
the
been
side. You
not
can tell he's
eating
probably
this.
been
Sorry about that.
comfort eating for a bit here.
Comfort eating?
Comfort eating.
Comfort eating.
Yeah, have you ever decided just you want to go eat your favorite food because you're just not having a good day?
Aww.
That's comfort eating.
Oh, okay.
Have
yeah.
you been doing that excessively?
Yeah, he's probably been doing it a little excessively.
Yeah.
For two mom, apparently.
Anyway, and as soon as you guys enter, a very similar look to the guards washes over his face. And he immediately gets up from his chair at the because to the left of the throne room there's a eating area. He gets up and wiping the crumbs off his hands using his jeans because he clearly was not expecting guests.
Gene?
Rushes straight over to Gerald and is just like, oh, thank God, our messages finally got through. We don't know what's been happening to our civilians. Can you please fix whatever's going on? I'm worried that if this happens while another attack hits, our guards are going to be too slow to actually hold the line.
A question.
Hmm.
Can I tell if he is bullshitting?
Insight chalk.
Yes, that is the word
Can
that I
I-
was looking for.
And I kind of do the
Oh.
same because it's really fucking weird that
13.
Sure, Phantom.
inside. Here we go.
Well, I was just gonna ask if I could
13 as
Yeah,
well.
no,
Goddamn.
The,
Oh,
the unlucky number 13. It's now all of this is 13, 13, 13.
Yeah.
And just so you know, guys, regardless of the results, if you do insight checks, you're gonna get told the results by DM. So Phantom's the other one. All right, there is your results.
What was the result?
is there anyone else in this castle?
Well, besides my wife and my children and the guards,
Like, is there anyone else in power here? Like, as your, like, second in command, or...
well, my son was the heir to the throne, but he's just a kid.
Yeah, I mean, like, someone who is currently in second in command, like... you
Well,
go
that
to,
would
like-
probably be split between my wife and the commander of the guard till my son was old enough to make reasonable decisions. He's very confused by this line of questioning.
Thank you.
Anybody else doing anything?
Is
I'm
the
just content to just kind of sit back.
is the commander in this room?
No.
Okay.
He's off patrolling the city itself. We've been sending patrols out from the castle every day to try and maintain some sort of security, but we'll always bring them back at night to make sure that whatever is affecting the others doesn't affect us.
Is there a window I can be looking out of to like see if I can gather any more information?
And the hallway behind you there is.
Can I go to it?
Sure, make a perception check. Nice.
Oh wow.
Damn.
Yeah, you cast open the window, and it's a beautiful day out. Blue skies, just a little bit of cloud overhead, but not too much. It looks like a normal city. You look far and wide, and even with your senses being particularly alert right now, you don't notice anything out of the ordinary besides the slow.
Can I ask him? Do you have any like hate between the other cities that's around you?
No, the Empire has been relatively peaceful for, well, not since the border wars, but that was like 60 years ago. We're decent trade partners since.
We've heard that there's like some, what was it called, Billy? Pack of wolves or like bandits have been been fighting you guys for like pretty much weekly, but they've been like absent for like months now.
Huh? No, this is me, Billy. Huh?
Billy, you said when Koroya asked, either Koroya or Hop asked if there was like any fight between them and some bandit that was like coming every week, like every week or two.
The monsters, yes.
Yes, I was asking that if there's any if they like last time they attacked did they like have any kind of a spellcaster or some kind of wizard?
We didn't see any wizard folk with the monsters. I mean, there were a couple monsters that were acting smarter than usual, but nothing that I don't think our guards couldn't handle.
Don't
Smarter.
do-
I I was wanting to ask something. How did the last attack? How did they behave? Like, how did it go?
It went pretty well. We're always used to the monsters attacking from the northeast. That's why you see most of the guard posts over there. In fact, they so reliably attack only from that direction, we don't even have to bother closing the gates when they attack on the other sides.
You left the gates open in the last
We
attack?
got to keep trade going. We're a major trade hub. The capital's just to the north, and the main trading city, Newport, is just down to the southeast. We close the gates even for a little bit, and we can compromise a lot of trade.
I have a question.
Oh boy.
Didn't you like see any kind of suspicious move to those monsters, like decreasing of numbers, like or them attacking a little bit lesser than usual?
Well, they always fluctuate with every attack, but this one was a little bit bigger than normal, but not noticeable.
I feel like I
He's
have.
he's starting
like-
to catch on. It's just like, yeah, I see where you're going with this. I don't think any monsters got through, at least not through the main way. You really think they actually got smart enough to try and come in through the other sides?
The question
It's
is,
more-
is
it's
someone
more- no,
leading
no.
them?
Yeah,
Um,
it's more like there was like someone leading them at the last attack.
If
Or-
if there was, they didn't show their face.
They
I
probably
mean, what
acted
if they are
smart.
someone who, well, could easily get by?
I
What if?
honestly don't
Um,
know.
Can I ask? What if that leader actually entered as a normal civilian and then casted some kind of spell on the gate just to slow it down, if you know what I mean?
He looks at you confused, just like, if he cast the spell on the gate, why weren't you lot affected? Why
No,
were my civilians affected?
we managed to at least for a month, for just probably a minute, to like ask one god who got affected by it, and they've told us that it's been like a month or two since their attack.
Yeah,
So,
that's true.
so we just arrived
What
today.
if they're regrouping?
That's what we fear, and that's why I need to get my guards back in shape right now.
What if we tried to help? Do you know where they at? Where they located?
Where who located?
The monsters.
Northeast.
You know,
Yeah,
their
there's
bones.
they come with regular frequency enough that there's actually a trail.
Can I just go look back at the rest of the group?
Would you
Can
like
we
to?
go and check on their posts?
Can
I
we?
have a small feeling there's somebody there who's actually
I kind of would
preparing a
like.
big attack.
I kind of would like to ask questions to certain people.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you want to have you guys go investigate and have me and someone else go try to ask questions to people?
I'm okay with that. Yeah,
You know, splitting the party.
as long as it's inside the city, then
Yes.
yes. If it's outside, then that's gonna be a little bit risky, especially with monsters roaming around, getting smarter and smarter.
So you guys are leaving the castle?
I have a question
I
first
want to
before we leave.
stay there.
Okay,
I
so
kind
what
of
do you
want
want?
to ask his wife something.
Can I do one thing?
So you're asking, you asked the king to see his wife?
Yeah.
Did
He,
you mean Jarl, Billy?
oh yeah, Jarl. I'm sorry.
Y'all.
Yeah, if we're not in the capital city and I say king, just correct me, please.
Yeah.
Don't is one question is go to the D&D chat. When you say y'all, do you mean it like that?
No, Jarl is in north.
I hear it like that. How do you type it, please, so I could at least understand? Jarl. Oh, Jarl. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, think Skyrim.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Oh my god. With everything.
I'm a nerd too, guys.
With every single term, we are on the same page. Jesus.
Okay, so make a persuasion check, Crawlia.
Well, she's gonna start cursing me out. Where the fuck is persuasion?
Billy, when she finished with her persuasion, can I check
Oh!
on like
17.
wow, that is
What
good.
would you like to check, Cammy?
I wanna check the same north, no, the same windows to the north. I wanna check their. I wanna ask these like.
So
how
you
can I
want to
say
check on the direction towards the monster camp, the northeast?
yes, that's yes. What do I roll again?
We'll deal with you in a moment, but it'll be a perception check.
Okay.
Qualia, you ask sweetly and calmly enough that the Jarl considers it for I almost said king. Jarl considers it for a moment, and he kind of gets a light blush on his face for a second,
God damn it.
and he just says, he signals for the guards in the room to get out. That you wait a moment. Hammy, is your character still in here, by the way?
I don't know. Did everyone leave? Nobody has said anything. Just
No,
me and Flo.
everybody. I think you're the only character that left so far.
Helen.
I don't know. No, I was gonna check the north side.
Okay, so you're
using
still
the
here. Just
window.
checking.
Yeah. Just
Anyway.
check.
So after the guards have left, he closes the door, the main door behind them. So now you guys are the only ones in the room. He goes behind the throne. You can see there's a door there. Behind the throne to the left. Opens the door. And right as he's opening the door, he just gives you guys a look. It's just like, you tell anyone, and it's the I will kill you. It's the noose for you
The
all.
only thing that I may say would be to you. I just want to confirm that the worst is not true.
He opens the door and he calls out, Shookums, people are here to see you. And this very quaint, little bit skinny woman comes out and immediately gives him a peck on the cheek and is just like, thank you, darling, for getting the door, and comes over to see you guys. He's very clearly embarrassed to use that name.
Aw.
Aw.
That was out of character, that aw. By the way.
Yeah, same.
Okay, so
I'm still looking at
and
the
the king's assuming that this is supposed to be a private conversation, so he's staying by the door, but he's very clearly trying to listen in.
Okay, yeah.
So actually, I'm gonna roll for him.
Oh God!
Please
Scared the
tell me
fuck
that
out
it
of
is either. I hope that it's a 20.
That's a 20, please.
Please don't be a 1.
Natural 20. He will hear everything. I'm sorry.
Good.
You rolled what?
I will take a picture. You don't believe me.
That's good.
Natural
Oh no,
20.
we believe you.
For what?
That's a good thing.
Wait, for what he wanted to do? What did you want?
The
him to do?
king. I rolled a perception check to see if he could hear the conversation from that far away, and I rolled a natural
He
20.
heard perfectly.
Yep.
He cleaned this damn.
You're not even gonna get to roll a deception check to try and hide.
No,
He's
I'm
hearing.
not trying to hide at all.
You don't get the chance to. Natural 20 hearing.
I literally did tell him, hey, I will tell you what the results. I literally did tell him that will. Yeah. But I want to start off with saying, hey, how are you doing right now?
Oh, here, let me mute myself while I have my cookies.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey,
Nom, nom, nom.
I'm doing. I'm doing. I'm not comfortable with using my voice acting just yet, so I'm still gonna do male.
It's okay. Take it.
Female voice acting is very tough.
I can try
she
to
just
do it
res-
for you.
No, thank you.
Oh.
If you, I would allow it if you weren't the other end of this conversation.
Okay.
She just responds with, "I'm doing well. Thank you for asking."
And I want to try to persuade, but how are you holding up in this scary time?
Make a persuasion and a perception check.
Persuasion and perception? Alright.
Actually, no, not perception. Insight. Sorry.
Persuasion and insight?
Yep.
Perfect. Ah! Insight. Ah!
Persuasion. Wow.
Very opposite sides of the spectrum, but
She just responds with, "Oh, just trying to live day by day."
did I gather anything with that insight? Okay, cool.
There's a 2-part to that, so make sure you read both.
Yeah. Well, we're currently trying to work on fixing this situation. Are you...
And I appreciate anything the clergy can do.
I just wanted to ask if you knew possibly anything that could help.
You pick up that she's a bit uneducated, so she thinks you're a cleric.
Oh.
You think that she's what?
She's a bit uneducated. Maybe that's why the king's also a little embarrassed.
Ah.
Adorable. So clumsy. So she's a clumsy.
I'm assuming she also has a 9 in intelligence.
I mean,
You can you can be uneducated but have more than a 9. Just look at commoners. They have a 10 intelligence.
All I'll say is this: when will my life begin? If any of you
But-
I
get
didn't
that
feel like she
reference,
was a
I'm gonna be so
commoner.
ha-
Did,
If anybody gets that reference, I'm gonna be so happy.
or
is that from Mulan?
No,
Dang.
but you're close.
Is that a Disney movie?
Tangled.
Oh! Oh, yes! Okay, I knew I've watched... I've been watching a lot of movies, so I knew I saw something. Okay. But, did she respond at all to me asking if she knew anything? Like, just being like, hey, if you have any information that might help us, could you possibly share it?
I'm pretty sure that that the king would have shared that if she had this
Well,
information.
yes, but out of character. Yes, but there, two people can, Squeak knows about the guy crying, but we don't. There are little things that other people can pick up that other people won't, and she also is one of the 2 people who are second in command. So I'm just hoping that maybe she might know something or might have like somewhat of an indication of, maybe something's going on that she might know something about. Like, even if it seems random, like, I just want to see if she has anything that can help with it.
Well, she responds with, I don't know if it's any help, but the slow really, ironically, okay, this is Billy having a moment here, sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
Blah, blah, blah. Okay, restart. It took a while for the slowness to actually get going, ironically. It really didn't start taking full effect like it is now until about a week after the final attack, right after dinner time. Is that any help?
That is information that might be useful. Thank you very much for your help.
You're welcome.
And I hope that we can be able to fix this so that times can get better. Stay safe.
Thank you.
I want to
Stay
look
safe.
around if anyone else wants to ask anything, but...
And right as she goes to turn to leave, she walks up to Hoff and is just like, "Thank you for bringing your clergy here, priest."
It was our
And
honor.
you immediately notice in the back the king just silently face palming just a little.
I respond, it was our honor, madam.
This is wonderful.
And right as she's talking, you notice the king, he walks over, there's a shelf right on the inside of the door, and he picks up a book with a cross symbol on it.
What?
Holy Bible.
Mm-hmm.
Is it just a Bible? Or
Mm-hmm.
She keeps going, and then she notices Squeak out of the corner of her eye, and she immediately, like, she looked terrified up until this moment, but just like a person who hasn't seen a cat or dog in a very long time,
Oh
and then
gosh.
sees a cat or dog. She
Oh,
just
gosh.
she just immediately runs over to Squeaky, and it's just like, "Oh, hello! I haven't seen anyone like you. Who
Oh,
are you? What
gosh.
are you? It's so
Wait.
nice to
He
meet
just has
you."
this face of like, what the fuck is going on?
Wait! Is she literally like tangled? Has she been stuck in her room this entire time?
I mean,
That's all she has.
probably
Oh
protected her
my
all this time, but yeah,
god.
probably.
So
I can't
do you
really
say
say
anything,
any.
Squeak?
I can't really like say actual words apart from
What?
screaming "what," and that will be way too. No, I don't want to scare her out. So I guess I just do like a musical chirp.
And she kind of makes this surprised sound for a second. She's like, "Oh, you sing!
Oh.
What can you sing, little one?"
Out of character. This is our pet bird.
I'm not wanting to get killed by said birdie, people, okay? Don't drag me into this massacre.
Burp. Excuse me, that's a burp.
Burb.
That's a burp.
So how does Squeaky respond to that question?
Squeaky.
Kind of want to like chirp a shanty, but I don't know what shanty.
What
That's
to
all
do
right.
with
Just
a
make a
drunken
performance
sailor?
check.
Just a performance check, okay.
Yeah, to see if you can see how well
let's see.
you mimic the sea shanties
Gotta be
you've
good.
heard on your travel.
Holy crap! Okay, 17. I didn't
Oh,
expect that.
good.
Yep. You did well. You weren't able to quite mimic the chorus because that's more than one voice, but
Mhm.
you actually managed to mimic one of the sea shanties.
Hey,
And
I just
for
noticed I had
anybody who
everything out of order.
now I'll put that in the D&D chat later, but I'll show you guys which sea shanty I'm thinking of.
It isn't Drunken Sailor?
No, it's I can't remember the exact name of the one. It's one of my favorite ones from a game called Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
oh
Yes!
that's a great game. Holy crap!
my
I
God,
might know
Roman-
what you're talking about.
This entire campaign is just a bunch of nerds being nerds.
What was it otherwise? Were we never nerds? I'm about to have a
I was gonna
identity
say,
crisis.
if a non-nerd decided to play D&D, I have questions.
Good question.
Is it this one?
A question?
Or the D&D also?
I mean, I force people to play D&D.
My first question would be, how long do you think it will take before we convert you into a nerd? Not if, just how long.
That is the question.
Anyway, she's very impressed with you, Squeaks. And she goes to pet you on the head.
Aww.
You gonna let her?
You can't
Yeah,
have pets.
It actually feels kind of
No.
nice. It's
Oh,
been a
that freaks
while
her
since
out.
anyone showed you affection like that.
I want pets.
Burp.
And she
Nice.
just waltzes straight back over to her husband, gives him a peck on the cheek, and he speaks to her for a moment, pointing at Hoth, and she just gets this embarrassed look on her face before going back in her room.
Wait,
Point
what?
out the
And
fact that he's
As
not
she starts
the-
going back in the room, he hands her the crossbook, and he's opened it up to a particular section for her to read. He's trying to educate her.
She got this. She can do it. I believe in her.
So after the door closes, the king starts coming back over to you guys. Do you guys have any other questions?
Do you possibly know where your commander is right now?
He's probably close to the northeast gate. He prefers patrolling that sector since this whole thing happened.
Okay. Thank you for your help.
That way, if the
Um,
final attack does come, he's relatively close.
and also, we did get to learn one thing though, that apparently it took a while for the start. For it slowly to
Yeah,
start.
I knew that too. I just didn't think it was relevant.
Well, every little detail can help.
That's true. I'm sorry for admitting it.
It's okay. I just want to make sure that it won't be someone. I just want to make sure that it isn't anyone close to you that might be doing anything like this.
Well, as a show for my appreciation, in addition to the reward you get when this is fixed, like I said in the letters, would you guys like to join me for a mid-afternoon feast?
Fixes,
That would sound
yes.
nice. That would sound
Um,
very nice. Thank you.
Um,
You
I
guys, what
I-
was that, Drew?
I was just saying, like, I tell him I appreciate it, but what time is it in the day so
It's-
far?
Probably getting close to mid-afternoon.
I
None of you
Um,
have the necessary feat to know the exact time.
Okay. I appreciate, but I'm if blah, blah. I've been missing my afternoon meditations on our trip here.
We can wait till you're done with your meditation, Paladin.
No, it's fine. I'll eat afterwards. You all
Oh.
enjoy yourself.
Speaking of which, I'm sorry if it upset you when she called you a priest. She's still not quite familiar with the various classes of the world.
Wait, did she think I was a clergy and that they were a priest? Or the other way around?
Yeah, she probably thought you were a cleric. She probably thought you were all clerics.
That is beautiful, and I love
Honestly,
it.
if something like that was enough to ruffle my feathers to get me upset, I wouldn't be much of a man of order.
I am completely not offended.
Fair point, noble knight. So, everybody but Dria spends the next hour feasting with the king.
no.
He's actually taking his time now in comparison to when you guys first came in. But he's still eating.
Yeah.
Hey, I have a question for him while we eat.
Okay.
What do you know about the academy?
Not much. I know that they deliberately moved the dock so that the academy could only dock at the capital. Bit of a power play by the king to make sure that they don't try anything too stupid.
I
After
see.
all, at the end of the day, that means that they have to get their food and drink from the capital. He who controls the supply lines controls the war.
Okay, thanks.
That's a bit annoying.
Oof.
Anybody else got any questions for the king? Or for the Jarl? For the Jarl.
Can I ask him where is the nearest library in here on this town or city?
Oh yeah, it's just across the
Oh, wait.
square. The square from you go right past the town well, and it's right across on the other side.
Oh yeah, that's a good question. I should probably look for a shop or something where I can buy a fucking book and quill.
I mean, you can
The book.
to the
Wait,
library.
you just need a book and quill? The king looks at you a little confused.
He can't speak
No,
that.
wait, I can't. He
He
can't.
couldn't have
No, no,
Oh
no.
right, no, phantoms
Yeah,
can't
no.
talk
I'm
like
just
that.
asking to
Uh,
you.
Yeah, there would be a shop in the district that you could go to.
The question is, how will I ask for directions for this, or will I have to adventure in again?
That's a problem you're gonna have to figure out for yourself.
By the way, nice job, Hamill.
Wait, no, I can just
You
do a
signed up
motion
for
of like
this creature,
writing on
now
my
you-
palm.
You signed up for this creature, now you get to bask in it.
Okay, wait, I know what to do. I pulled out, let's say, how much money? Wait, let me see my money. I pull out one gold coin and I do like a motion of writing on my hand. See if maybe he gets the idea with that.
The king notices what you're doing. Or Jarl, motherfucker.
It's okay.
I'm sorry. Anyway, the Jarl immediately
follow him,
notices what you're doing, and he says, "Can you pull out your book to show me what you want?" After a moment passes, he realizes you're not grabbing a book, and he's just like, "Wait, I've met Kinku before. Where's your book?"
I think that's what
I
he's
just say,
asking for.
I just shake my head.
The guards have since come in back in, by the way, because they've been helping with the feast. He just looks at one of the guards and nods, and he disappears for a second.
Mm.
By the way,
A moment passes by later, and the guard comes back, and the Jarl says, "Here, as a token for entertaining my wife, he brings you
Oh,
5 sets of ink and quill and 5 books.
Oh
that's
gosh,
so
that's the best
great.
king ever.
They're blank books,
Wait,
so
Jarl,
they're not
sorry.
of much value, but it's still you got books for days.
I just started.
You could give one
Yeah.
to everybody if you wanted to.
You
I
could-
just immediately start writing. Yes, thank
Oh.
you with exclamation marks.
You should write on the cover just
And-
Squeak's translation journal.
The Jarl responds with, "What happened to your last book?"
I just write that I lost it during the way my adventure to the mainland or whatever. Mainland, no, like the capital. There we go.
And the Jarl just nods and just like, "Would you like a chain to put to that book? I can tell you a good blacksmith that could probably whip that up for you in a minute or two."
I say yes.
He provides directions to the city blacksmith.
Perfect directions. No more adventuring around. Is there like
Keep
a
in mind that if you
Mhm.
try to do persuasion and you have to use the book at all, it's an automatic disadvantage. So
Oh
you still
god.
need to keep track of what you can say on
Yeah.
notes and stuff. That way you don't get hit with the disadvantage.
Okay, you said 5 bottles of ink, right?
Yes, 5 sets of quill and ink, and 5
Okay.
blank books.
There is no quill for some reason. There's only ink pen.
That's fine.
So I'll add that and then 5 bottles.
You just need to
Oh
add the ink
yeah. Now I can finally tell everyone about the man crying.
pen. So
I
you're
mean,
gonna
what?
write that in your book?
I'll do that when we're actually all gathered together.
Well, I mean, it might be good while the guard is, or while the king is here. That might be a good.
Oh, true.
Now you're
I-
doing it too, Qualia. It's the Jarl.
Guys, it's
No.
instinct.
Confusing.
It's instinct.
can I? Billy. Can I
I'm
do what
sorry,
I wanted?
Qualia. Oh yeah,
Junior.
I mean, so shortly after the feast is done, because we'll count you as part of the feast, just so you don't have to worry about that. You go to the north. Have you already rolled your perception check?
Nope, haven't done
Roll,
it.
roll for it. And I'm sorry I forgot about you.
Oh, it was 19, but
Go ahead and roll a second time.
I don't
That's my way of apologizing.
know, and does not matter.
Hey, that helps.
And I wanted a little bit of more than that, but got it.
So you look out to the northeast and you can clearly see the very obvious battlefield area. The trees have not grown there in hundreds of years at this point.
Ow.
Cannot
You-
see beyond that.
You can see the faint shine of what was armor and weapons just left in the field because it's just easier. And the trail, which was so obviously used towards the monster camp, still looks in decent condition for 2 months.
Oh,
That is odd.
You think it would have faded a little bit? Maybe some bushes would have started by now.
Yeah. And I
well,
tell myself that is a little bit strange. For 2 months they haven't found there's really something suspicious going on between those monsters. Gotta keep my
Yep.
guards up for a little. And gonna go to the library and start searching for like spell books. I wanted to like increase my knowledge. for
Well, the
spells.
library wouldn't have books for sale; it'd just be books for reading. So if you're gonna, you'd be able to spend time there to read, but you wouldn't be able to purchase.
Yeah, I would like to stay there and like read and study even more.
Okay. And what do you have a goal for this?
Mainly for spells and yeah, mainly spells. I don't think I need anything for religions. So it's just spells.
Thank you for correcting the spelling, Phantom.
No.
Hmm?
Yeah, because I was thinking of Earl first, but I was like, wait, no, this is like Nordish,
Yeah.
and it took me.
So-
Oh wait, it's this. Yeah.
Back to Hammy.
Earl.
So, upon leaving the feast, those who have stuff they still need to do during the feast will retro back in a minute. You leave the castle. Are you going to take the cart with you, or are you leaving it in the care of the guards for now?
No, I'm gonna keep it with the guards. It's probably better. And
True enough.
yeah, and just walk my way into the
You
library.
exit the gate of the castle. You walk right past the main town well, and you notice there's about 3 water boys just trying to get water out of the well, but because of the slow spell, it's taking them a while.
Oh, poor
You-
people.
You go past them, you enter the library, and there's a librarian right at the entryway at a desk.
Did you see that on my
She looks
Hello.
up to,
camera?
she looks up
Yeah.
to you and
That was
just,
weird.
hello.
Oh no.
Welcome to the city library. How can we help you today?
Uh, can I just say it in slowly? Yeah, slow. Either yeah, say it slowly. Uh, any spell book? Yeah, any spell
You can
book.
speak normally and I'll translate it for you.
Yeah, any spell book I can read in here.
You say that rather slowly in an attempt to try not to upset the uh, librarian. She doesn't notice.
Mm.
And she gets up. It takes her a second to get up. And she motions kind of slowly. Follow me, please.
Ah, it's gonna take a while.
It takes you about 15 minutes to get to about halfway down the library to the right.
Hmm.
It's about 30 feet. Takes you about
Oh.
15 minutes to get there.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So you just show me the shelves of all the books.
Yep.
Uh,
She took you to the area under M. There's it's for magic.
hmm.
I'm sorry, but we don't have much in the way of direct magic. Most of our books cover their effects. If you want to learn how to do them yourself, we suggest you visit the Academy Tower in the north sector of the city.
By the way, just out of character, this is the same castle. This is the same academy that is in the water academy. Yeah, the lake
No.
academy.
That
No.
your character surmises that they have an offshoot tower here in the city.
Hmm. Okay, since I am in here, hmm. Do you have any book that talks about hmm? What is it? What is it? I trying to. Uh. Sorry, it's just I don't know the words.
Well, describe it the best you can. I'll help you.
Remember when I got a message from the creator? I wanted to see if there's anybody who talk about that they got also a message of their own
You're
religion.
looking for prophecies or religious text.
Yes, that would be what I want. Or I think.
Yeah.
I would like to know more about this.
She points over in the direction towards P for prophecy, and then points towards R for religious text. They're two separate shelves, and they're both on the right side.
Mm. Then I will go to that. But first, I thank her. Then I go to that shelf and just take some books. One for the text, for the
Okay.
religious
Make an investigation check for me.
investigation. Oh Lord. Uh, oh Lord. Oh Lord. Yes, thank you.
Oh, hello.
I'm
So
happy
it
about
takes you a minute, and you actually kind of have to reach behind the shelf a little because this book kind of got pushed back unexpectedly.
that. Oh
But
no.
you actually managed to find a book about the creator
Oh.
in the religious section.
Oh. Weird. Why is it pushed like that? Why is it pushed like that? That's
And it's
kinda
kind of
odd.
dusty.
I didn't mute.
Like, it's just like.
Fuck. I'm sorry.
You get the
Stuff like
impression that the creator is not a widely worshipped god in this area.
Ah.
And so his text kind of doesn't get checked out too often.
Ah. Is there like more of this
I
or
meant
just
you.
like only
Apparently you did.
one book?
I'm sorry.
Well, yeah,
bro?
you only found the one book for the creator. The rest kind of deal with other religions, and you get the impression they wouldn't really help you.
Can I take some like one or two, another book of their religious that they believe in and start reading it as well?
Sure.
I want to read both my religious and their religious. See
Okay.
what's so different about it. And
You take a book about Norse mythology,
mm-hmm.
which will cover the general gods and goddesses that this area worships.
Mm-hmm. Oh god.
So, are you in IRL? Are you familiar with Norse mythology?
Nope.
Oof.
What is it called?
Thor, Loki, Odin's son.
I was literally about to say Thor.
I know
the god of
I
hammers.
I know those, but I'm not too familiar. Like
Who are you? The god of hammers?
Yeah.
I do know them. I do the name, but it just I do a little. I do about
Yeah.
it.
Yggdrasil, the big tree. Asgard, Midgard, which Midgard is actually the name of the planet you guys are on.
Mm.
Vasselheim,
God, you
Alfheim.
are such a nerd.
Oh god, there's more. I can't remember the other names. God damn it. That's all the names I can remember right now.
It's
Talk about the
okay.
nine
It's
realms.
Yeah, the Nine Realms. And I'm not googling it. I'm trying to remember from memory. That's all I can remember.
Yeah,
I'm disappointed
I
in
only
myself.
remember Midgard.
You don't remember Asgard?
Well, I do, but I
Yeah.
forgot that was a realm. I knew that
Yeah,
was
there's
a
9
planet they
realms.
lived- Yeah, but I didn't know that Asgard
3
was a realm. I knew that was
Midgard
a
in the
planet
middle.
they lived on. Well,
Yeah.
the disc. In the movie, it's literally just a disc.
Yeah. Midgard in the middle, there's 5 realms above and the branches of Yggdrasil. There's 3 below.
Question: in this era, that our characters are in. Do any of them knows about the zodiac signs?
Uh,
Hmm? So symbol sign.
yeah, that. Yeah, that's not really the thing here.
Hmm?
Can you repeat, please? Sorry.
The zodiac symbols.
Yeah,
signs.
the zodiacs aren't really a thing here.
Do they know?
No.
No.
Do they have
Okay.
cancer?
I always hated that. That's one of the names. It's
I
just.
do too.
What is it?
Cancer?
Cancer.
The cancer.
Zodiac sign is a crab.
I am surprised this that the word that actually the cancer quote unquote symbol is actually has some good traits in it. Yet it's called cancer. Like bird.
Oh, there we nice.
Yup, I cannot see that. My eye, it's so small.
It's fine. You just look up
Asgard
Yggdrasil.
But
I'll
the
even put the
Scorpio
spelling in
is-
for you.
No. I can see. I can read from here. Yggdrasil. Yggdrasil is the
Yggdrasil.
Yg.
Yggdrasil.
Yggdrasil.
Thank you, Driaz. Driaz is probably more familiar with this than I am, so he's probably cringing.
The cancer
Oh
sign
no,
is
no cringing here.
crap.
I shouldn't have pet Jolene. Cause now she's gonna be doing this.
Hi, Jolene.
Jolene, stop! Come here.
Pet Jolene for me.
Jolene is
Big
gonna
cutie.
woke her up. She was sleeping just fine.
The symbol that cancer sign is crap.
Alrighty. So, with Yami's character about to spend the next couple of hours reading those 2 books,
Yep.
we are actually going to call it a session for session 6. 'Cause
Oh,
it's
cool.
actually, yeah, we've been at this for 3.5 hours now.
Oh,
Yep.
oh.
Ooh, I can feel it.
Fun session.
It's been about 3 hours of me recording, and I missed the first 30 minutes, so...
So let's just all the rest of you except me and Half. Was it Half was the one who said that he wants some meditation?
Yep,
So
I
Half
was meditating.
and me were absent from the feasts because
No.
we.
You were
Hmm?
you were there, Hammy.
I was gonna say that I was gonna, what is it called? What, refuse to go or in a very, but you didn't let me have the chance, so I.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that's fine. You politely declined the feast offer.
Yeah, that was the word. I politely declined.
Okay.
So
That's fine.
yeah.
And we'll pick up next Monday, hopefully, pending any interviews.
Hopefully- Jesus,
So, what did you
Okay.
guys think of that session?
very
That's
lovely.
great.
It got
My role is
Hectic.
getting a little bit good, so that's good to
Oh,
know.
Billy, I won't be able to make it next Monday. So,
Aw.
so either we'll need to have it on a different day, or I'll be missing the session. Which
What ab-
that's perfect.
Well, since we got everybody here, what about Tuesday?
I mean, it's always been these 2 days. Monday, no, not Monday. Is it Monday? So
Yeah.
Sunday.
Monday and Tuesday are the 2 days
Oh,
that we
Monday.
usually do it.
For me, Monday is Tuesday.
Yeah. So for you, Wednesday, Hammy.
No, for yeah, for me Wednesday. So yes, I'm okay with it. So next week, Wednesday for me. Okay.
So,
Yeah. So
Audience.
can everybody make that?
I'll see you next
Okay.
I
week.
think I
Okay.
can. I should be able to.
I'll see you next week.
Are you talking Wednesday?
No,
Yeah.
Tuesday.
No.
Hammy
Oh.
lives
Have a
on the other
great
side of the
night.
planet, so Tuesday for us is Wednesday for him.
Okay.
I'm a day ahead.